agreeing with Pat.
Hello, everybody. It's time. It's goddamn time. So, hello, I am WiiDude, A3. I have with me J-Tonic Sonic, ED, and Sophie Beth. We're playing some DGS today. Are you guys able to hear me?
He wins.
It's been
He-
20 years.
ED won. He won. He snuck his way into this group just to get DGS on stream. He won.
But yeah, so
Hold on. Does the audio sound a bit high pitched to anybody
what?
on stream?
Someone check.
Wait, hold on stream? What? What do you mean, like Twitch stream or the screen
Yeah,
share?
Twitch stream. Twitch stream.
Hold on, let me check. Hold on.
Yeah, it sounds high pitched, like helium. Yes.
What the hell? What the hell? No, it's up. Are you guys hearing that in chat? Do we sound like
Or is
helium?
that just a me thing?
Yeah, chat. Could you
Or
confirm
like
on
the
that?
soundtrack specifically, the music, because I can tell with the music.
That's weird. I don't think I did anything.
Okay, yeah, it is kind of high, but not as yeah.
I can hear it a little bit with Patrick. Everyone else sounds fine.
Hmm. That's weird, huh?
I reloaded. It sounds fine now. I reloaded.
Okay.
I reloaded.
Sure.
Patrick, did you load yourself up with helium because you
No.
He-
Dang it, I have dinner. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, whatever, it's not gonna matter.
Well, we're not at the beginning of the game yet.
She
So.
must fulfill her human function to eat so she can live.
Okay. So. I guess I'm just trying to make sure because right now my Streamlabs is like all going to hell at one point, and I don't know why. But I think we should be good. I think it should be good at least. Alright. So, introductions for this thing. Cause I feel like a lot of people don't quite know what the hell a DGS is. So, let's give you a bit of a rundown. ED typed me out a bunch of information earlier today, so, hold on, are you guys able to hear me, in the Discord call?
No,
yeah.
hearing this call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just listening.
Okay, alright.
It's your stream, Patrick!
Okay! It's weird when there's not feedback or something like that, because my internet's kind of going up and down, so it's a little weird, I can't tell. What is a DGS? Well, DGS stands for gyakuten saiban, which in English basically means the Great Ace Attorney. It's a spin-off duology of the Ace Attorney series that was released in 2015. The sequel came out in 2017. Neither of them left Japan because, which made it really niche in terms of the Assassin series. The game stars Phoenix Wright's ancestor around the Meiji era of Japan, and is completely separate from the mainline Ace Attorney series, so you don't have to play...
Meiji period.
Yeah, Meiji period? Is that how it's pronounced? Meiji?
Yeah, Meiji era.
Okay. So you don't have to play any other Ace Attorney in order to enjoy this one. We're gonna keep any kind of thing where if we have to talk about another Ace Attorney game, we'll keep it as vague as possible. Is kind of the general sense that we're gonna do. The next.
Well, I feel like a lot of the other. I feel like talking about the other Ace Attorney game is mostly gonna come down. It's mostly gonna not even gonna cut the story. It's just a bunch of aesthetic choices that this game does.
Yeah.
That we really like.
Yeah.
Comparing that to the other games.
Yeah. So the other thing on here is how come this game never came out of Japan? So there are many reasons, but the biggest one is the fact that this game heavily involves Sherlock Holmes as a main character. If you see anything about DGS,
Right.
you've definitely seen him in promotional material and stuff like that. But here's the thing. In Japan, he is public domain, but he is owned by the Doily estate? Is that how it's pronounced?
Doyle Estate.
Doyle Estate,
Yeah.
which, in other countries, which creates copyright issues. So, because Capcom doesn't want to really shell out the money for that on a product that will be pretty niche, that's one of the major things keeping it from, coming out in the West. Like, it's very unlikely this game will ever get translated, especially because...
Right,
As someone who's a fan of both games a bit and just knows them a bunch, they are never getting
Investigations 2 never got translated. Let's put it like that.
It is entirely because of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
And it definitely feels like Capcom doesn't want to. It feels like any game that doesn't involve Phoenix Wright, they don't want to publish any of the over to the West, because I think there's this weird thing that they feel like they won't sell well if they don't have Phoenix for whatever reason, you know.
I mean, from records show the Ace Attorney games that don't star Phoenix Wright don't sell well.
Yeah.
Because like Investigations 1 didn't sell well, and then both of these games didn't sell that well.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like for
Which is a shame.
Investigations, that was a late.
Justice sold well enough that we got 2 more games.
To be fair, also Investigations was a pretty late DS title, if I remember right.
Investigations Investigations 2 specifically.
Yeah. But as ED puts in my notes, like it's very unlikely this game will get translated. Let's put it like this. Mother 3 seems guaranteed in comparison to this game ever coming out for the West.
That's a good way of putting it. We're not getting the official localization from Capcom from this game ever.
So that might make you question, how the hell are we playing it right now if this game never got translated? Well, this is the fan translation done by Project Scarlet,
Or Scarlet Study.
Scarlet Study, sorry, my bad. Which there is a button to them down below. If you like this translation, please go support them. You can apply the patch to a 3DS version or the iPhone or Android version. However,
Android.
Yeah, the big thing is, we are currently using an emulator to play this. This is Citra. The big problem is Capcom a while ago put a patch up for the Android version, and that kind of messed with this patch. So currently, I was going to play that version, but we can't do that right now, and I'm a little wary on my 3DS emulation, even though I have a capture card. I do have a capture card for my 3DS. Homebrewing it, I don't feel comfortable with right now because you can't get another 3DS capture card. So this is what we're going to be doing for this playthrough, is playing via emulator. And so far, this thing has ran pretty great, and we can actually make it look better than it would on the 3DS. So there's a plus to that. So here's the big thing, though, because I know some people are going to ask this. Are we going to play DGS 2? Yes! When it comes out! Because this translation covers everything in DGS 1 right now. They're working on DGS 2. They have the first 2 cases done. However, because of COVID-19 and the like, they're kind of behind schedule right now for doing the second translation, so we gotta wait on that. There is a playthrough that does have the entire game subbed. However, you know, it's a playthrough that's a let's play, and I want to play it on my own, you know, for when we actually do that. So we'll do DGS 2 when it actually is translated. So in the meantime, I haven't played through Investigations 1 or 2 yet, so we'll probably do those for our Ace Attorney fix. I
can be there for both. I can be there for both of them because I played them both.
Well, I guess in terms of let's talk a little bit of our background on Ace Attorney, just so people get an idea of what we are. I was a person that played Ace Attorney 1, like my sophomore year of high school, I think. Then I got halfway through Justice for All, and then put the game down. And then my friend Tyler, around 2016, he got into the series, which remotivated me to play through the rest of the mainline series at that point, just in time for Spirit of Justice coming out. And I've been curious about DGS mainly ever since I first heard about it, but it was definitely meeting Edie and Sophie that really kind of invigorated me to finally check this one out. So for you guys on your background on Ace Attorney?
Jason, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I've always known about Ace Attorney, and I didn't get really curious about it until I was introduced to my friend Gavin, who was a big him and Alex were big Ace Attorney fans, and so every now and then they would bring it up. And I was just looking up some random things on YouTube one day, and I got a Ace Attorney recommendation, and from Dual Destinies, and I decided, oh sure, why not? I clicked on it, and it was a rapping pirate. I had no idea what was going on.
That was your exposure?
What? I didn't know this.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. I just went, I gotta play these games now. I wanna know what this is all about. So, instead of going out playing the Dual Destinies, I started from all the Ace Attorney 1, playing all the way up to Dual Destinies.
Oh my god.
Because it was a rapping pirate in Dual Destinies in DLC case. I was just like, what's this? I wanna know what that's about. And I told my friend Gavin that, but he just goes, sure, whatever gets you motivated to play these games. So I played through all those games and investigations, and it wasn't until last year, either this year or last year, I forget, I think it was this year, where I finally played Spirit of Justice, the 6th game.
Yeah.
And played Investigations 2. But like the thing about that is, I was like, I'm gonna play DGS once I'm like fully caught up with the main games. I got to the final case of Investigations 2, and then by that point I just went, I just really want to play DGS. I just really want to get into DGS by this point. I don't care anymore. Sophie, ED, you got a link of a playthrough I can watch. Cause by this point, the patch came out for the Android version, so I couldn't play it yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure, here you go. And I watched all of DGS 1 and DGS 2 in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you did.
Wow. For you, ED, because in particular, you're kind of the one that introduced DGS really to the rest of us, or at least motivated us to finally check it out.
Okay,
yeah,
so...
Yeah, you're the problem child.
Okay, so basically, my history with Ace Attorney just started like in early 2017, where I finally started to get into the series. Basically played every game, Ace Attorney 1 through 6, Investigations 1, and then later down summer, Investigations 2. I remember at some point that I think early 2018, late 2017, I knew about the Great Ace Attorney and was just really interested. I remember watching like case 1 of it. I really liked it, but then once I put it off, I was just like, I'll wait for the English patch. Like a year, what's it called? Like around April 2019. I'm just outside, check my phone. I see a tweet by Endudes from like Nintendo News saying that DGS 1 got like basically the Great Ace Attorney got fully English patch. I'm just like, okay, buying the game, homeboy my 3DS, going through all those steps on the same day, and then getting all that sorted out, and then just playing through the whole game. And then after that, basically, in June, at the beginning of June, I actually went through DGS 2 finally. Just watched the sub playthrough. Yeah. And yeah, that's basically my history. And honestly, I would just say this now. I think both of these games are the best of Ace Attorney, period.
I ate my food so fast.
Yeah, I agree.
He's like the best Ace Attorney has ever done. This is their peak.
I'm very excited for this. Sophie, we're just going through our background of Ace Attorney and DGS, so you're next up for that.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I would say I've been more of a casual Ace Attorney fan.
Get out.
Like
Kidding.
You're the kind of fan that prefer a dogger romp over.
Kidding. Okay, so continue.
So it's like I like the games enough, but I wasn't like a big mega fan. And then I think it was around time Nikubi's like started Ace Attorney, like, okay, I guess I'll watch this, and I'm like, oh, I'm hooked. Fuck. Okay. And then ED did his DGS 2. Is like, I'm gonna go watch this, and I'm like, okay, I might as well join you so we can fangirl.
So, yeah, I've been really curious on DGS because I hear so many great things. Because the other thing is, Shiro Takumi came back to write this. And if you don't know
Yeah,
that, he's the original writer of the Ace Attorney trilogy and Apollo Justice. So, I'm very curious on what this is. I also hear this is a much more grounded story compared to
the
other...
crossover game as well. He did that.
Yeah, I hear this is a much more grounded story as well compared to, like, the Ace Attorney norm.
Well, I mean, it's still Ace Attorney in many ways, but you'll see.
Yeah. So...
It's interesting considering how Takumi's writing style evolved.
Okay, yeah. So, this translation is also a bit different than the, like, investigations translation, stuff like that. Is there any kind of things you want to mention about that, or stuff like that?
I guess what's it called, for investigations too, it was more of like they tried doing the whole localization thing, you know, giving them different names and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one, like, it kind of does that, but it still kind of stays, it's directly translated, but still kind of has that, a bit of that Ace Attorney localization spirit in some ways, basically.
Yeah.
If I can say it anyways.
Oh yeah, no. Watching this game and just judged by the translation, this translation still definitely has that Ace Attorney charm to it. Like, when I was watching it, it generally felt like, yeah, Ace Attorney. I feel like I'm watching Ace Attorney get to the point where I forgot that. Oh yeah, it's the fan translation.
I do hear that there is one of the other reasons why this game will never come out is that there is definitely some hits of racism and stuff like that.
Yeah, just like, basically it's a theme in this game, basically.
Yeah, so we're gonna try our best to avoid that if those lines ever come up. So yeah.
I know what to do. I know how to jump the hurdle.
We'll talk more about the whole localization issue as we go in.
Yeah, well, you'll see more as the game goes on.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like major racism. It's more like, oh, you're from another country.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Also, of course, this is a blind playthrough, so please, no spoilers or anything like that in chat, because I want to experience this blind. If you have a question or anything like that, please message one of the three for DGS of ED, Sophie, or J-Tonic Sonic. This, if we ever have to bring it up in chat, just use !spoiler for the chatbot command. The Twitter hashtag is WDGS. We'll be doing memes and stuff like that, probably after cases, most likely. Because I don't want to waste time too much, because it's gonna be a pretty long playthrough. And
it is.
I think we're about to get started. No, just a heads up. This emulation is great, but for whatever reason, the first cutscene doesn't play right, like at all. I don't know why. So we're just going to quickly play the video cutscene, and then we have a save point at the first dialogue spot. So we're gonna play that right. Where's the video? I have it right over here. Now.
Okay.
Take it after the history opening of Japan. I can read this fast under the Great Declaration of Cultural Western culture rushed to the east.
That's a let speak for itself. Can they see it?
Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah, it's on stream.
Yeah, this will be the only time that kind of thing happens. Yeah.
時代は大きなうねりの中にあった。そして今、そんな時代を舞台に一つの物語が幕を開く。
Wouldn't be Ace Attorney if somebody in your squad wasn't committed a murder. Alright, so, with the opening cutscene done, let's get this thing started. Oh, wait,
let's go.
Continue.
No, go to continue, go to continue.
Alright.
Let's do this!
Let's go!
You didn't progress any dialogue, right?
No. It's right at the start. So,
okay.
November 22nd, for Supreme Court. Even now, I find it hard to believe. While everything seems so calm in this lobby, just one step beyond lies the grand bench where my fate will be declared. What do
What do you
you
want?
Okay.
Jason, Jason.
No, nothing.
It won't do you any good, you murderer.
Sorry. My name is
Ryūnosuke Naruhodō.
Ryūnosuke Naruhodō. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryūnosuke Naruhodō.
I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yumi University in the Empire of Japan. 3 days ago, I was caught up in a terrible incident, and now I await my judgment. Okay.
Halt! Bailiff, I'd say it's about time you stemmed the flow of garbage coming from your mouth.
Oh, my bad. Excuse me. Who do you think you are?
It is still really
Get
weird.
the counter.
It is still really weird for me that this game runs at 60 FPS compared to Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. It is really weird.
It's weird to me how this guy's headband keeps floating.
Yeah.
There's no wind.
I'm the defense attorney for the defendant before you.
The defense attorney, you say?
Until today's trial is ended, until the final verdict has been passed, you have no right to call this man a criminal. Watch your words, bailiff!
Arrogant little know-it-all. You and your stupid logic. Oh, by the way, one thing I want to point out, and I just didn't even notice it, because it just felt so natural until ED pointed it out to me. But the fact that they actually have the characters face each other,
Yeah.
they're both on Twitter
I know,
at the same time.
right?
Yeah, that never happens in Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
In Dual Destiny Spirit Justice. Never. Alright. At least I'm capable of making logical arguments, unlike you.
Damn.
Roasted.
Don't you agree, Ryūnosuke Naruhodō?
Huh? Well, sorry about all that.
Why are you apologizing to me?
Bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Never mind. I'm really sorry. Asogi?
Asogi. Asogi.
Asogi. Alright. Asogi, for giving you so much trouble.
And in the end, you still apologize. You never change.
Guess not.
Lately, your name has been in every paper in the capital. Imperial Yuma University professor killed. The culprit, a student of the same university. And yet, you didn't do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't kill him. I'm not a murderer.
Then stop hanging your head. Chin up.
So where's the wind coming from?
Yeah, again, I really want to know. Is it that window over there? Maybe?
I don't know. It's just magic.
Asogi.
I have a magic
Yoki,
fan. in
I
my
am
hand.
the wind.
I believe in you, Ryūnosuke Naruhodō.
This guy used the full names. This is my best friend, Kazuma
Asogi. Kazuma Asogi.
Asogi. Okay. He's a second-year student like me, but to be frank, he and I are worlds apart. He's the pride and joy of our university. Even though he's still a student, he's already qualified to be a defense attorney.
You're too kind.
How does he know my inner thoughts?
Defense attorneys is still an emerging profession here in Japan. We are but a meager assistant in the judicial system, at least for now.
I would like to say right now, special trivia, Naruhodō kind of murders his thoughts bit by bit, so
Yeah,
we get those kind of
apparently.
reactions, yeah.
Apparently, like, blue text is supposed to be like mummers at points.
Ah, okay. Okay, got ya.
Yeah.
I know I already said this 3 days ago, but Asogi, as your friend, I couldn't be more proud of you. 3 days ago. That's right. That's when it happened.
How these two become friends is pretty hilarious.
Congratulations, Asogi. You've finally been approved to study abroad.
Yes, I've finally done it. It feels like a dream come true. It seems the government has recognized my achievements as both a student and a lawyer.
You'll be studying the greatest legal system in the world that's a representative of Japan. As your friend, I couldn't be more proud of you. There isn't a soul at Yumi University who doesn't know Sogi's name. Wherever he goes, a mysterious warm breeze follows, so the rumors say. That's how his headband keeps flapping through the wind.
He's just following. No, he's following the laws of physics of the Phoenix Wright anime.
Yes.
He's always pointing out the truth.
No, but
He's always thinking of the truth. Therefore, his headband flies.
there's always a breeze that means that the fence constantly farting.
No.
No.
Okay. For the sake of reforming this country's legal system, I want to observe a true legal system across the sea with my own 2 eyes.
British Empire. Man, I wish I could go see it.
Then why don't you come with me? It would bring me great pleasure to rampage to the Queen's domain with you.
Let's destroy everything. It sounds so
Let's
easy.
cause war. Let's cause damage property.
War crimes. We're gonna cause war crimes.
Oh, look at the time. I have to get going.
I'll stay a bit longer. We did come all this way after all.
You're right. We really get the chance to visit a high-class establishment like this. Well then, take care. See you in tomorrow's English lecture, partner.
And the gay undertones between the two begin.
You have no.
We're gonna fight about that.
Shortly afterwards, it began. Oh.
Which one are you two?
Pat, you got this.
Okay, Mr. Sogi.
Older voice.
Mr. Sogi, a moment, please. Oh,
There
okay.
we go.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Why, Professor? I didn't expect to see you.
Well, I can't say this incident doesn't concern you. More importantly, you ought to go and see the judge in his chambers.
The judge?
He's been looking for you for quite some time. You took a role of defense attorney without much warning, lest you forget. As a result, today's proceedings seem to be in a bit of a disarray. Who's this gentleman? I feel like I've seen him around the university before.
Understood. I'll be there at once.
Allow me to accompany you.
Well then, Naruhodō. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Right. I'm counting on you, Asogi.
And there they go.
Hi, Sophie.
Your
I
paycheck's in
just
the mail.
arrived and I left.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
Wow, this is awkward. Excuse me. Yes? Are you Ryūnosuke Naruhodō, the defendant in today's trial? Yes, that's me. I am Yuji Mikotoba? Is that Yuji?
Eugene Mikotoba. Eugene
Yeah,
Mikotoba.
Yuji Mikotoba. Okay.
Eugene Mikotoba.
Eugene, okay. There's gonna be a lot of Japanese names, so... A professor
Yeah,
at the
we know how to pronounce them.
A professor at the forensic pathiology at Yumi University. Professor Mikotoba? I've heard that name around, so... He's the one who tirelessly lobbied the governmental Sogi study abroad. Sogi has informed me that you are his best friend. If that's true, then there's something you must know. What is it? As you are aware, Sogi is set to study abroad in the British Empire. However, in the event that he loses today's trial, his trip will be suspended and he'll never receive such an opportunity again. But what? You really didn't know then. I suspected that Sogi would wish to hide that truth from you. So Sogi's defending me despite the risk. Wait, why would they let him do that? Our government chooses who gets to study abroad from a wide pool of candidates. Let's just say to receive such a privilege is no laughing matter. But... still, I swear I didn't do it, I'm not a murderer! Oh, but of course, however, I must warn you, it will be quite difficult to prove your innocence. See, today's trial is special, to say the least.
Hold on.
Oh.
Is the stream running?
Yeah. It's going on my end.
Is it? Okay, it's going fine? Alright, just making sure because
Okay,
it's bugged
okay.
a bit on mine.
Yeah.
That's probably just an error spec from me personally. Or
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
It's a butt down my end too, but it's funny again.
Maybe it's
Okay.
kind of-
admittedly, because we have floor renovations being done, and the kind of signal to my Ethernet is kind of blocked off because there's a bunch of like plastic fabric covering the door from the downstairs, so maybe that's affecting a bit of the Wi-Fi signal
Oh.
and stuff like that. So
Huh.
could be possibly.
Whatever. It's fine now.
Yeah.
Or for the most part, fine.
What do you mean?
Okay.
You'll find out when the trial begins, whether you like it or not. Then, what on earth should I do? Keep this in mind. I'm not asking you to just stand there and accept the guilty verdict. Huh? As soon as the trial begins, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. To this question, I must reply, I am, before anyone else has the chance to speak. I am? Hold on, what kind of question is that going to be? Oh, no way. Is it gonna be something like, who's the killer? No, of course not.
Jason? Jason?
Jason?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said. Alright, it must have cut out. Defendant! The trial's about to start! Make your way to the courtroom immediately!
Oh my, it's time. It appears that our secret talk must end here. In any case, I shall leave you with these words. Kazumi Asogi.
Kazuma Sogi.
Kazuma Asogi. Gotta get used to that. Must not stand as the defense attorney in today's trial. Of course, the one who ultimately decides that will be you, the defendant.
What are you? You want to be held in contempt of court and declared guilty? That cocky little attorney won't be a much help anyway. So move it.
Grayscale. If we lose today's trial, not only will I be found guilty of murder, Sogi will lose his chance to study abroad too.
Oh, by the way, ED, quick question: Did you share the stream of the DGS chat?
Yeah.
Blissfully unaware of what lay ahead, I headed off to the trial. That fateful trial, one I'll never forget.
Dun dun dun.
Anyways.
Yeah.
22nd. Wait, that's my birthday. Hold up.
Hold on. It's like it was meant to
Wait
be.
a minute. Hang on.
Oh god, Asogi, what?
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? Oh god.
Yeah.
What? There's so much red. There's so much red. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at all this. How's your headband going in the air like that? Oh my god.
The animations in this game are amazing.
The animations in this game put the fucking 3D of the 3D game to shame.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
So this is a courtroom.
Oh.
Not just any courtroom.
Not just any courtroom, it's the Supreme Court.
Oh, sorry.
The highest legal authority in the Empire.
But a special Supreme Court.
Something feels off about that, Callie. It's not just any court, but a special court to see who's the guiltiest.
Yeah.
Why are there so many people in uniform?
Today's trial is being conducted in absolute secrecy by order of the government.
Absolute secrecy?
That's what I said. The general public has no idea that this trial is taking place.
Brandon, yeah, that is a difference compared to something like Danganronpa. The first trial of every Ace Attorney game heads right to court. For it, there's no investigation.
Yeah, that's
or
the first trial. That's a first trial
Yeah.
thing. I mean, first case.
Yeah.
Yeah, since it's the main thing you're going to be doing, the first trial is also served as a tutorial trial.
Yeah, they want you to get into the main part of the game like right away. So yeah.
Yeah. The only ones allowed to be in attendance are military and government officials.
Huh? But why?
You'll find out soon enough. More importantly, time to focus, Naruhodō. It's about to begin.
I am already loving the animations. They're so much smooth in this game. Oh my
I
god.
know.
Yes! Of course
this
it's
judge.
pain.
Wait, quiet.
No, Pat, you're judge.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Court is now in session for the trial of Ryūnosuke Naruhodō. I'm just bringing out my judge voice from earlier.
Jason, your pain.
Yeah, okay, alright. I don't care what his name is, he's always Pain to me.
Yeah, we'll just call him
Execution
Pain.
is ready, Your Honor.
We're just gonna call him Pain, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
As is the
Alright,
defense.
David, I don't care what your name is, you're Pain.
Before we proceed, there is one thing I would like to ask to confirm. Last night I received an urgent request for a change of attorney for the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. It was I who submitted that request.
Custom dictates that an attorney ought to be appointed 2 days before the trial. Therefore, I must ask for confirmation. Who is the standard of defense for the accused in today's trial? Here it is, the opening question. In other words, who will be defending me in this trial? But if I answer I am, that would mean... There's no time to think. I should...
You know what to do. Yeah. Your Honor, there's no need to confirm.
Hands are weak, knees are shaking. Become a defense attorney.
Basically.
Mom spaghetti.
Alright. Needless to say, the one who will be defending the
Hey!
accused is...
Ah!
Hello?
What is this out of place yell? The one who will be defending the accused is... me, ryūnosuke naruhodō! What?
What do you think you're doing, Naruhodō?
Professor
Miko Toba.
Miko
Toba. Okay, gotta get used to it.
Yeah.
Told me everything.
Come again?
If I'm declared guilty, your study abroad will be suspended.
I'm disappointed. You're saying that you don't trust me at all. You think that if I was your attorney, we would lose this trial.
No, absolutely not, but if there's even a chance that you, because of me...
I knew it. I need to pull something like this. Catching up. Not like this. That's why I kept my mouth shut. Damn it, Professor Mikotoba. That was completely unnecessary.
Very well. The court acknowledges the accused will defend himself in today's proceedings.
Oh, I see. By renouncing his attorney, the accused is admitting to his own crime.
Objection!
Objection!
Oh, wait, that's him. Okay, hold on.
Do not misunderstand. The one who is most sure of his own innocence is simply defending himself. That's all. Isn't that right, defendant?
Yeah, that's right! If I'm being honest... This defendant is drawing a total blank on what to do next.
There's the
There
expression.
it is!
There it is.
First of all, just think about those shifty ass of yours.
What is this pose?
I know, it's like, no, hold on, hold my sword.
Draw me like one of your French attorneys.
Naruhodō, honey, are you okay? Oh no.
Jeremy, your student, bothered the great Supreme Court with such a trite case. Surely I'm the only one who is outraged by this arrangement.
As you gentlemen know, this is the Grand Bench of the Supreme Court. As such, we demand this trial be fitting of the courtroom, the principle of our legal system. Defendant? Yes? I shall now gauge whether or not you are qualified to stand on this court. Oh, okay. What's he gonna do?
In other words, the judge doubts that you have the ability to properly defend yourself.
Joke's on him, because the person with the most doubts is none other than myself. Now I
know I suck.
Yes, I know that I suck. Now, I shall pose some simple questions to the defense regarding the case. Yes, Your Honor! First, what is the name of the victim in this murder? Answer promptly and clearly. Okay, I should know this one. I've heard it countless times since the incident. It's... Huh? Oh no, I'm so nervous I can't even remember. What was his name? Again?
Naruhodō. You're drawing a total blank on this one, right?
You're my best friend, alright.
Brandon, in terms of this game, trial 1 is... The first trial is definitely going to take 2 streams.
Yeah, at the very least 2 streams, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because as the Ace Attorney franchise went on, the trials got longer because, you know, they
got more in depth, basically.
Yeah.
Don't worry, everything about the incident has been locked into the court record.
Court record, blah blah blah.
You see this tutorial shit right here, Naruhodō? Pay close attention.
Yeah. Standard Ace Attorney stuff.
Yeah.
People.
Let's check out their profiles.
Hey, see my scuba edge?
Okay.
Check the victim.
Oh, Watson, of course.
John H. Watson.
Okay. Now, let's see. Proof of the student at Yumi University, always on school uniforms. Alright.
No, we shouldn't keep his honor waiting. Present your answer to him. Choose the profile of the victim and present it to the court.
Okay, so the seer is like the take that normally.
At the moment, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, sir.
The victim is Dr. John H. Watson.
Of course you will remember the name of a professor at your university.
Dr. Watson was a medical doctor from the British Empire. 3 years ago, he was invited to teach at Imperial Yuma University.
And that is why such a tremendous debacle is on our hands. The British Empire, a country in which the Empire of Japan wishes to maintain a strong diplomatic relations. Recently, after lengthy negotiations, our 2 empires signed a new treaty.
The Japanese Anglo Treaty of Commerce and Navigation. Everyone knows about it.
To do that, still took, and yet you still took the life of a Briton. What's more, your students at Imperial Yuma University yourself. You murdered a professor of an institution of learning. Have you no shame?
But I didn't do it. Due to the grave nature of this incident, we have drawn to the attention of the British Empire. They have requested that the Supreme Court pass swift judgment in today's trial.
In other words, our spineless government is bending over to appease the Brits. I wasn't reading right there. I memorized that line. you're just being used as giving a scapegoat for that end.
Is that what makes this trial so special?
Exactly. Our country must find someone to punish as soon as possible.
Congratulations, Naruhodō, committing capital
Waiting.
Waiting.
Oh, okay. All because the victim is a Brit.
British man, Dr. J.H. Watson. This has nothing to do with countries or that treaty. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm gonna be honest. When I found out who the victim was,
Now you can say it. Since we're going through flashback again.
Pat, when I found out who the victim was, I just kept going. Can't believe Watson's dead.
You kept on yelling about that while we were
Can't believe
screen
Watson's fucking dead.
Watson's fucking dead. My favorite character in any fictional media.
I was just expecting the first victim to be, yeah, Watson, dead right there.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah.
There'll be something new coming up.
Yeah.
Can't just kill Watson like that? And apparently we can, and I did.
To the British Empire.
Yeah.
Huh? What a guy.
X-Zero said this is the time period where Japan and Britain are not on good terms.
Yeah.
Basically.
It is like late 1800s.
Yeah. Like basically
I
right
believe
at the
because of, like-
beginning
No,
of
it's
the
around the 19th century.
Yeah, I think like right at the
Yeah.
beginning of the industrial age. I think it's
No, it's like this game takes place literally like at the exact point of the 19th century, basically.
Yeah, okay. I've seen that man on campus before, I think. He's a doctor from Britain. I never got his name, though. Maybe I should go introduce myself. And so... went to Dr. Watson's table to introduce myself.
Actually, you know what? Talking about that real quick, one of the things that we talked about when it comes to translating this game is that specifically the way that Ace Attorney was translated in the West. And so in this game, and the thing with DGS like is mentioned where it heavily relies on its.
It cannot be Americanized like standard Ace Attorney. It literally
Yeah.
cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot Americanize this game.
Yeah. No, then, let's
Yeah,
move on to the next question. Yes, Your Honor! How was Dr. J. Watson robbed of his life? Present the cause of death to the Supreme Court. Dr. Watson's cause of death.
The book.
Yeah. Yeah. Send the piece of
Appears
evidence.
you have not been
Evidence
informed.
showing the doctor's cause of death.
I don't know. Maybe this.
The
Maybe.
school badge.
Um.
I love this animation.
Animation.
Oh, that I love this. I love this already.
Like, part of the reason that I love Naruhodō is how much
His animations are so. He has the best animations of any Ace Attorney character. Period.
Yeah, how much of his characters they break out in his animations is fantastic.
According to this thing, it was blood loss from a gunshot wound, Your Honor.
At least call it by its proper name. That thing is a post-mortem report.
Yes, the postmortem.
In the West, for example, in the British Empire, corpses undergo what's called an autopsy. But in our country, police surgeons conduct a post-mortem examination instead.
Right, now I get it. I don't get it at all.
I mean, to present a photograph of the crime scene. As you can see, there are gunpowder burns around the bullet hole, meaning the victim was shot at point-blank range. There's no other conclusion.
Very well. This court accepts the modem investigation as a tool of evidence. Wow. So this photograph, it's my first time seeing this one. It captures far more detail than what you'd expect from an illustration. Very well. You have proven yourself again to the court. The questioning ends here. Now, let us proceed with the trial.
Huh?
And Your Honor. There's a breaking overview of the incident. Alright, here we go. Witness who was present at the scene of the crime.
Here we go.
I just realized what the professor had in mind.
Professor Mikotoba, you mean?
Oh, good, you got the name right.
Yay!
You be the one yourself.
You always mess up that name, Naruhodō.
As long as I stand by your side, I can still offer you advice.
Oh, that's true. Here's what Professor Mikotoba told me. Kazuma Asogi.
Kazuma Asogi.
Kazuma Asogi. I keep wanting to. I
die inside every time you say the name wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm getting it right soon.
No, there's a reason why people need to change them with the last names.
No, this is why the West does not have DGS.
You're the issue.
Anyways. Good grief. Everything went exactly as the professor planned.
Please let me your wisdom, Masuogi. Sorry.
You got it. For starters, do something about your shifty eyes and cold sweats.
I can't help
I'm
it.
getting names right.
Only if you do something about your fluttery headband and cold glaze.
You know what? I would believe that since Naruhodō's nervous right now.
Yeah. I'll take him.
Alright.
State your name and occupation to the court.
Certainly. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I'm a waiter at La Quantos, a restaurant serving Western cuisine.
Can you say that again? The Quantos. No?
Are you okay? There's blood dripping from your mouth.
I'm dying, what of it? Oh, this is completely normal. I'm perfectly fine.
I'm not so sure about that.
Years ago, excuse me. A few years ago, the southeastern corner of the capital was open to foreign settlements. Now it has become a fashionable. Wait for it to catch up.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what the hell's going on. I've reset my
We're
internet.
almost there.
Yeah, I don't
Almost
know.
there.
I don't know.
I see a W. There we go. Now it's become a fashionable area, like with hotels catering to visitors from abroad.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on with my.
Maybe like if you remember for the other option we had?
What do you mean?
Remember the other screen share option you showed me of like the stream itself?
I don't think that's the issue. It's just more that I'm noticing my internet is like going up and down a lot. Cause I think it is because of that plastic that we have. Like because of the renovations, I think that is kind of effing with the Wi-Fi a little bit.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah.
Whatever.
I didn't reset it. It's not, dying like it was, like, say, in Danganronpa Case 5, kind of thing. So,
yeah.
we can still work. We can still work.
Gotcha. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Crime occurred 3 days ago in that area, and the restaurant was specializing in Western cuisine. It's horrible. Never go there.
Witness, please share everything you know with the court.
Don't get the Big Mac, as you wish.
I swear, you go to McDonald's. Try not to interrupt this fair testimony, amateur attorney. I'm warning you.
Yes, sir. I never even called an attorney.
It was just after 2 p.m. that day. We normally have a few patrons at that hour. After the lunch rush, only three groups of customers remained.
Come to think of it, he's right. There weren't many customers at that time.
I guess the word.
I'm just
Right. Hi, Sophia. How you doing?
I was in the kitchen putting away the dishes when suddenly...
Look at that slow.
Let me refresh it.
Oh,
Hold on.
God.
Let me refresh it on our end, because it's...
Okay, a gunshot ran out from the dining area when I ran out of the pen. Okay, I think it's coming up.
Alright.
I saw the brave gentleman, the victim, slumped over in his chair. Standing next to him was the defendant holding a pistol.
Hold it! Wait, please wait a second. I picked the gun up and noticed it on the ground. But I swear I didn't fire it!
Brad, I already warned you once. We are here to listen to the witness's testimony, not your outburst, you amateur.
But... Next time you interrupt, be prepared to suffer a penalty.
Naruhodō, you'll get the chance to strike back eventually. For now, listen to what this man has to say.
Thing I would like to confirm. You saw the accused standing next to the victim with a pistol in hand, correct?
Ahmed died. Certainly. That is correct.
Wait, hang on. I'm not sure if I heard that right. I could have sworn you just said ethnic die.
Continue the speech.
I see. And upon the accused, no one else was near the victim.
Certainly not. Apart from the deceased British gentleman and the defendant, no one else is present.
Huh? Wait, what did he just say? No one else was present near the victim?
What's the matter, Naruhodō?
That's not how I remember it. When I walked over to introduce myself to Dr. Watson, there was a woman sitting in the chair across from him.
What?
There's no way the waiter missed that. They keep telling me not to interrupt, but I can't really just stand here and watch this.
Wait, hold on. If you put wait and see what happens, you get really funny dialogue for this one.
Which one?
Wait and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably hold my tongue here.
Naruhodō? You seem like the kind of guy who stutters just because his parents tell him to.
well, you're not wrong. That's how I made it into Humni.
But you should know, rolling over and letting people boss you around won't get you far. If you miss your opportunity to speak up now, you'll regret it once you're declared guilty.
When you put it like that, it really hits home.
Naruhodō, you upset me so much that my wind stopped.
Hold it! Give me just a moment to defend myself. Dr. Watson wasn't sitting alone at the time. I'm certain that the woman dining with him.
My, what a troublemaker! This attorney will stop at nothing to interfere with the trial. He's little more than a fraud. I'm not even sure that we can reasonably call the accused an attorney.
Witness, are you sure that your memory isn't flawed? I certainly am.
Who you later?
The British gentleman came to the restaurant by himself that day.
But that's impossible.
I made sure to sketch the seating arrangement of our patrons on this right here. I implore you to check it for yourself.
Check out my DVR page.
It appears this to be a sketch of the crime scene, since it was an emergency.
Since it was an emergency situation, I resorted to using the back as my business card. As you can see, this shows that the victim was alone at the time in question.
You've gone above and beyond the call of duty. Truly, you're an admirable young waiter.
You flatter me, Your Honor.
How much blood do you think is on that napkin now at this point? Cause God.
More than I have in my body.
Not enough. It needs more blood. It's still too late.
I request that you present the sketch to the court as evidence for the trial.
Oh, well.
Is something wrong? Go on, hand it over.
Certainly, as you wish. That's odd. He was pretty calm up until now.
That's right, the waiter does seem a bit flustered. Okay, yeah. Huh?
Definitely.
So, advise us what happened during the incident.
When the gunshot rang out from the dining room, the only person near the victim was the accused. Why, I'd say we'll be wrapping up this trial early today. Defendant Ryūnosuke Naruhodō. Yes, Your Honor? If you plead guilty now, the court is willing to recognize your plea as mitigating
factor.
Mitigating factor, sorry.
It means that your punishment may be reduced. Be aware that this witness was only here to provide a summary of the incident. But if you insist on prolonging this trial, then the prosecution will gladly summon a decisive witness to the stand.
Ah, shit! Hey, yep, sorry. God.
You fuck it up one more time.
No, I will slam you into this wall. You say my name wrong.
I will take out my sword and beat you to death.
This headband isn't only just for show, you know.
Asogi, right? Asogi.
Yeah, hey, Asogi.
You see, I keep wanting to read the first part of it first, and then the second part.
I just got this thing mentally ingrained into my head for the wrong reason.
Asogi.
And I watch too much anime.
Asogi. That's how you do.
What are you talking about?
Well, it sounds like I'm gonna be declared guilty sooner than later. So I think it might be best if I plead guilty right now.
Bruh.
I mean, everyone's talking about how special this trial is, right?
So make my win stop.
You, Professor Mikotoba, heck, even the judge and the prosecutor. If this trial keeps going like this, I'm scared of how it might end.
As I said before the trial, I believe in you, Naruhodō. And now, in spite of that, you intend to betray my good faith.
Huh?
If the defendant is truly innocent, it's a defense attorney's duty to use any means necessary to prove it so. You have a duty to defend yourself. Are you going to abandon your duty? Even worse, you'll give up when the battle it's only just begun?
Ah!
The defense will continue to fight for an innocent verdict till the very end. The prosecution needs to stop stalling for a time and just move on with the trial. Go ahead, call this so-called decisive witness to the stand.
Very well. Prosecutor Payne, please continue as you were.
My name is Ochi Payne.
Archie.
I don't care what your name is.
Get on with it.
How young and foolish you both are. Do not know your place in this court. They may call me a saint, but I am prepared to become a demon.
Who?
This guy stinks!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Alright, anyway.
Along. I shall have your impotent little mouth sealed permanently. The prosecution will now call two witnesses to the stand.
Now, bailiff, bring in the prosecutor's witnesses.
Give to the left one.
You want the left one? Okay.
You can have the right one, Pat.
Alright.
Please state your names and occupations to the court. Yes, sir! I am a tall soldier of the Empire! Sergeant... help me with this name.
Taizu Uzukumaru.
Sergeant Taizu Uzumaku, sir!
This is but one humble peddler of time. An antiquary, one who brings to the imperial capital the essence of the heroes from bygone eras. Owner of the Hall-Discard Emporium on the corner of the capital's second block. Sanomon Sono What the hell is that last name?
I don't care about this thing, continue.
That's my name, yes!
No,
Sono Hikodara.
Salmon.
Satan.
Sono Higurashi.
An
Sono
antiquary
Higurashi.
deliver and a soldier, what an odd combination!
These two were also in the restaurant on the day of the incident, Your Honor.
So this is the third group of customers the waiter was referring to earlier.
This one spends a brief time in each afternoon enjoying an aromatic coffee at La Cuarta's. Oftentimes, this one also converses with
Connoisseurs.
connoisseurs interested in my treasures. I have no idea what he's talking about.
The old man owns an antique shop and appears to be a regular at Quantos. He tries to sell his antiques to any customers who looks like they would be interested. Many affluent social... Fuck, I don't know every word. Dine at the high-class Western establishment, after all.
Oh, I see, but if I'm being honest, That soldier over there doesn't seem fluent enough to be buying much of anything.
But oh, the two of you witnessed the very moment this heinous crime unfolded. Is that correct? Sir, yes, sir. Oh, the insolence of such an atrocity! No detail evaded the soldier's watchful eyes. Indeed, without a doubt, that juvenile clad in sombre blacks fired the lethal round.
Nope, I don't understand this guy either. Putting that aside, I think I heard a strange sound just now.
Oh, man,
I see. These two are so-called decisive witnesses.
I misread that as Juvenile Chad.
Juvenile Chad.
This Juvenile Chad fired the gun.
That soldier said he witnessed at the very moment you shot the victim.
Huh?
So, are you having fun yet?
Yeah,
honestly, I'm not. I haven't even done one cross-examination yet, Soki.
Yeah.
Now, let's hear your testimony. Tell the court the truth that you witnessed it.
Wait! That ain't reporting for duty!
Alas, this one does not wish to recall the deplorable events of that afternoon. Alright, finally.
Witness testimony. What witnessed?
I was at the restaurant chatting with the old man as I ate my beef steak.
This one was boasting of a beautiful treasure enveloped in the golden gleam.
Gunshot! That moment was burned into my eyes. And that black-clad student shot the British man! A sudden, howling shot from behind! You don't see all the gestures I'm doing.
Meanwhile, this one crawled to the floor in search of a treasure gone missing. That means... Sergeant, you must have witnessed the crime in its entirety. Everything from when the accused took the pistol to when he shot the victim.
The despicable?
Despicable.
Despicable, yeah.
The despicable culprit was that delinquent of a student over there!
Holy shit, he has a knife! What the fuck?
Yeah, he has a knife.
Imagine that wretched boy who shot at an Englishman in such a sensitive juncture. But wait, that's not true. I didn't shoot anyone.
You sure about that, naruhodō?
Asogi, I don't need your sass right now. All I did was pick up the pistol from the floor. After introducing myself to Dr. Watson, I went back to my table to finish my coffee. Then, I decided to go home. As in, I made my way to the door. I saw a British-made pistol on the ground, next to where the doctor was sitting. Ooh, I like this tension theme. I thought he might have...
That was your first mistake.
I thought he might have accidentally dropped it, so I picked it up. But Ryazo was about to hand it to him.
If that's really what happened, then the true culprit is still large. And includes their identity rests within this testimony.
Really?
Quickly, naruhodō, assert your right to conduct a cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
There's no time to waste.
Now then, as you just heard, Your Honor, this testimony has conclusively proven the accused's guilt. The time has come to pass judgment on this despicable university student.
Indeed, there is no longer any room for doubt. Well then, the court hereby concludes... OBJECTION! I love the...
It's still high, it's still sir.
Oh, okay. What is that? What is this unbearable awkward silence? No, the defense demands the right to conduct a cross-examination thing!
Although that word he is saying in Japanese actually does mean like a lot of different things depending
I mean, it pretty much the most, yeah.
Just like a hold it or something like that.
It's just a sir, like, here, response, like, here, basic, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, Peter! What are you, a puppet? Are these your words, or are those of the man next to you?
You got me.
The prosecution objects! This is clearly a ploy to waste anyone's time. When can I expect such an inexperienced attorney to conduct a cross-examination?
Objection! Regardless, the defense has every right to make such a demand.
Oh my god, he points his hand so fast!
His experience, or lack thereof, matters not.
It's like he actually went to law school or something.
Sogi, that was amazing! Very well. I hereby grant the defense's request to conduct a cross-examination.
Excellent now. The real battle begins.
But I have no idea what I'm supposed to do in a cross-examination.
And simple, expose the lies in their testimony.
Huh?
You didn't fire that pistol, therefore someone must be lying.
That makes sense.
The key to the truth rests within the evidence.
The evidence.
To expose their lies, you must strike them with a decisive piece of evidence. Anyway, just try your best, Ace Attorney. And then wait, play next. That's Sogi's plan.
Got it. Guess I have no choice but to go for it. I'm already liking Naruhodō quite a bit.
Yeah. I love that death slam animation. Anyways, here we go.
I missed that after our Spirit of Justice.
I know.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so, yeah, because I'm seeing some people that haven't played Ace Attorney before. So basically how a cross-examination works is you have all their statements in here. So as you can see, like, we have 5 statements here. You have 2 options. You can press them to get more information out of them. And then when you think you have it right, you present, and then you choose the evidence that contradicts what they say, so...
Yeah.
Hold it!
Because as they'll bring up many times in this game, evidence is everything.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, did you press the first statement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I love this one.
Oh, my bad, my mic was up. What do you want? Hurry up and speak!
I have no idea what to ask.
Just ask about anything that caught your interest.
Okay, in that case... What kind of dish is this beefsteak? Wow!
Okay, so Pat, keep in mind for me, in the playthrough that I watched,
you never seen this before, yeah, you never seen this, Jason, I forgot. I've seen this, but you haven't.
Yeah, the guy I was watching didn't press everything.
They only did the necessities.
Yeah, so this is new to me.
I love this. Okay, continue, do it.
It is an exquisite cut of veal grilled to perfection on an iron plate.
I see.
Seriously, you're asking what a beefsteak is? It is a second delicious dish in Western cuisine.
Right, now I understand. Let's move on to the next question.
Naruhodō, you uncultured swine!
I'm sorry, I've only lived in
Okay,
Japan
anyways.
my whole life.
Keep going.
What kind of dish is this cutlets?
The witness can refrain from dying of laughter. God damn it.
Please, get this man!
Anyways, he said it, but well, anyway.
After you accept your guilt, repent in jail, and return to society, make that your first meal!
I see, that makes sense.
Hey.
I just, the shoulder. Hey.
Yeah. Hey. You should probably ask about something more relevant to the case.
Hey, feel is very important to the case of Sogi. Just watch. Yeah, got it. Let me try that again. Alright, one more question. What is this blah sound I keep hearing?
You're next.
It's you.
Oh, sorry. So we've learned that the sergeant is a big fan of cutlets.
Great work, detective.
I know. Who knew that asking questions could be so hard? That
He's
was
an
great.
audio cross-examination. What do you want from him?
Hold it! Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. Why, a kopan? Kopan? One of those ancient gold coins? The previous day, that previous relic from the hotel area came into my possession. Before entering the restaurant, this one concealed it in my breast pocket. This one brought in hopes of encountering a connoisseur who would seek its value. In other words, you were trying to sell this kopan. I assumed you offered it to the sergeant who you met at the restaurant.
Oh, please, it's obvious what you're hinting at. It's insinuating that a poor soul like him could never afford that koban. Is that right? Listen here, boy. You're already being tried for murder, you uncultured swine. Now you wish to add blasphemy against the Imperial Army to your sins?
No, that's not what I meant. Oh, he doesn't seem exactly that rich. Anyway, it was long past time for lunch. The only pardon who appeared interested in this one was to say, was this fan right here who was wrestling with a piece of grilled meat. Huh? Alright, and then flash, that was a gunshot, that was the moment it burned into my eyes. Hold it! Are you saying that you saw me?
It was you! It was definitely you! The one watching! You aimed your pistol at the British gentleman with a sinister grin on your face. How could you?
What? I did no such thing! I love that it's a very, very tiny, like, beep! Like
A tiny little slap.
He's strong, okay?
It's like the SpongeBob kind of sound effects, like the beep.
Yeah. If I may interject, there's something I wish to confirm.
What is it, youngster?
In your testimony just now, it sounds like you turned towards the victim table after you heard the gunshot.
Is there a problem with that?
If that's the case, it means you didn't see the culprit pull the trigger at all. Jason?
That's a very quiet
Oh,
eye you have there.
you didn't hear me? And also,
Yeah.
I could sense it.
Sense what?
I could sense the aura of murderous intent you were emanating. And then, just before the pistol went off, I saw you standing right there!
Is that even possible?
Think I could have become a sergeant were I not capable of such a feat?
It appears that the sergeant truly believes he caught you red-handed.
That's not good. Okay, not finding too many contradictions here. A black-clad student shot the British man, a sudden cowardly shot from behind. Hold it! Who's this black-clad student you speak of?
No point in playing dumb, kid. Who else could it be other than you?
Do.
Well, there's another black-clad student standing right next to me.
It was you! It was definitely you! You bring shame to our great nation! How dare you shoot a man in the back!
Wait!
It took you that long to realize? I caught this the second I played the game. What's wrong, Naruhodō?
I love that animation.
Not entirely sure, but something about what the sergeant just said feels off.
In that case, go ahead and review the information in the court record.
Yeah.
If you find discrepancy, don't hold back. Present the contradictory evidence right in that searcher's face.
Alright, is there anything... Should we still press the final one, you think, or...?
I don't think there's much left. I don't think there's much interesting left, being honest.
So,
I recommend just going.
No, we press everything.
I recommend just going. There's not much interesting left. I don't think so. Present the photo.
OBJECTION!
Sir? It's still Sir Pat. Wait.
What's the objection?
it's
No,
Sir.
you don't get. You don't.
It's
you
Sir
haven't-
right now.
You haven't earned that right.
Anyways. Not funny, damn laugh.
Hang on, timeout.
You know what? I got this. What in the world was that?
No, there was a bot. Shut up in the chat.
Oh, okay. Basho on chat. Oops. Alright, thanks.
This photograph keeps flying at me out of nowhere.
It's a contradiction. Yeah. This must be one of those contradiction things.
Right mind. Pray tell, it's so contradictory about this photograph.
You know, it's... I know what I have to say, I just can't seem to find the words.
In this charade, Your Honor. Supreme Court has no room for amateur attorneys like you.
Ah. Pain.
Hold your horses.
Nay.
You can't be serious. Do you really need an explanation for something like this? This is the Supreme Court, for goodness sake.
Sogi?
Sogi's theme.
Oh.
What did you say?
I already like this theme already.
This is one of my favorite themes. Maybe if you just shut up and take a look at this photograph, you notice it too. The searcher's testimony contradicts the evidence. Sergeant Usukumaru. Jason?
Hey, I'm impressed. Hello?
Yeah. During your testimony earlier, you said the following. That black hat student shot the British man, a sudden cowardly shot from behind.
That's right. I swear by my own 2 eyes, I witnessed the very act.
Sir! But that doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
But because, you know... Hey, Asogi, a little help, please?
Sure, take another good look at this photograph. The victim, Dr. Watson, died after being shot in the chest. Surgeon, according to your testimony, the victim was shot from behind. However, the fact remains that he was shot from the front. Explain yourself. I'm waiting!
What? What?
Ignore that! Ignore that!
You got
I'm... What the heck was that? Something
I know it!
popped out of his knapsack, but he pushed him back down. Indeed, this is an obvious contradiction. Care to explain, Sergeant Uzuka-maru?
To me now. The gunshot rang out my eyes. She fixated on Lay Quanto's signature beefsteak. Surely you jest.
The surgeon's testimony just now made one thing abundantly clear. This witness, Taisu Usukumaru, soldier of the Empire, did not see the moment in which the defendant supposedly fired the pistol. Jason?
I cut out. I keep cutting out for some reason. This is absurd.
Come on, surely you understand. Our Supreme Court has no room for amateur prosecutors like you.
Whoa!
Sophie, how how
and
you
he
do.
sliced him.
So, Sophie, how you doing? No.
No.
No. How you doing, Sophie? You just vibing?
Alright, anyways.
Flip the move
have
the
to.
courtroom with just a few words.
Look at this
Whoa.
motherfucking roast.
So this is the power of a defense attorney.
Yeah, I thought that was a courtroom,
Oh.
not a roast session. But I really did see it. That cowardly student pointed the pistol right at the victim's back.
Sir! Even if I didn't fire it. All I did was pick it up off the floor. Old man, perhaps you witnessed something that could shed some light on this. My previous statement still stands. I crept under the table and heard a sharp gunshot shortly after. Crept under the table? What were you doing under there? Searching for a lost item.
What did you lose?
A coupon, a precious coin for the Hirachi era! When this one departed from Laquatos, that valuable item from the Hall of Discard was tucked away in my pocket. You brought it along in hopes of selling it to the highest bidder, correct? That day, this one presented a coupon in the carnivorous soldier. He was my last hope, as no other patrons were willing to make a purchase. Thereupon, it vanished as soon as it one lost focus!
Not vanished.
Believing it had fallen someplace, this one scoured the floor. That's when...
A gunshot echoed through the restaurant, right?
Indeed, nevertheless, this one resumed the search for the relic of the Houdini. Every fiber of my being was in a frenzy!
By the way,
Patrick, you cut out a little bit for me there, so it's not like you said the Houdini era.
yeah. Did you ever find that koban?
Alas, this one did not.
Interesting.
On that day, this one carelessly misplaced that fine Houdini coupon. Or perhaps it was stolen by some unscrupulous individual? As you are all aware, time is of the essence in today's proceedings. Our government must report back to the British Empire by this afternoon.
But the latest testimony is far from conclusive. No matter how far our government is willing to bow down to the Brits. I cannot allow your honor to pass a verdict just yet.
What did you say, Prosecutor Payne?
Good, Your Honor. These witnesses still have more to testify about.
Could you elaborate?
Oh, trust me, it will all become clear with the next testimony, Your Honor. Let's just say that there is only one person who could be the murderer. It is none other than a cursed student, ryūnosuke naruhodō.
What?
Looks like you've incurred his wrath.
Very well, this court shall ask both witnesses to retake the stand. This time you must establish a firm basis for the defendant's guilt. Understood? This one vows to make every word count.
Oh. Me! 44 duty once again!
Sir, there's someone peeking out from behind you.
Eat! At least, oh, him!
Koromaru. Guess he
That was
couldn't
all.
afford a babysitter.
Take a good look, my dear son. Father is about to thwart even right assistant. Watch closely.
I'm sorry, Pat, you can never escape from babies.
Don't make the joke. It's not
No.
funny.
Oh God.
Even if I didn't see the exact moment the bullet was fired, it doesn't change a thing.
This one remembers it well. The boy in black indeed took aim at the British gentleman.
What's more, there were no other customers in the restaurant besides us.
Indeed, the British gentleman had quietly been enjoying his food in solitude.
I repeat, no one could shun him but that wicked boy! End of report!
That was quite a decisive... Wait, that's impossible! Dr. Watson wasn't alone at the time!
Get yourself, defendant!
I'm telling you, there was a young woman sitting there with him! There's absolutely no way you two could have missed her!
You hear something? No.
You call yourself an attorney, then speak in accordance with the law! This is no place to be spewing nonsense! Make no mistake, the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The proof is in this photograph.
This photograph of the crime scene, I presume.
Your Honor, this shot is on the victim's table. This shot on the victim's table was captured by the investigators. As you can see, there's only a single serving of food on the table.
True, as far as this photograph is concerned. The victim had no company. It's only a natural conclusion. How can this be? I hereby order the photograph be submitted to the court as evidence. Oh, what in the world is going on? How could they not have seen her?
The way that corroborated their testimony earlier. He too claimed that Dr. Watson arrived at the restaurant by himself.
Well, then they're wrong. I saw her. I swear I did. It seems our telegram to the British Empire can be delivered on schedule. After all, there are no contradictions with any kind of the latest testimony.
As our treaty with Britain is still in its infancy, these are delicate times. Ooh, baby. I'm honored to have played a role in advancing friendly relations between our two empires.
Oh, you feel this? It's getting steamy in here.
Spicy.
Oh, wow. The spares of one, like, really early on. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Is this really happening? Is this trial really gonna end just like that?
Shut up, Naruhodō. It's not over yet.
Huh?
If what you say is true, then there's more to this case than meets the eye. So, what are you waiting for? Time for another cross-examination.
Asogi. The defense may now cross-examine the witness, but be quick about it.
Know this, these courtroom procedures are merely delay the inevitable.
Pain.
God, it's a long time in between cross-examinations in this.
Yeah,
so
a lot of
far.
dialogue.
Yeah.
This game's very dialogue-driven.
Is it usually like this in all the cases, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a lot of talking.
No, it's not the same thing. After all, I didn't shoot him.
That's the difference. That's the difference of perspective between a student and a soldier.
I don't know about that.
Defendants, consider the following. Just now, I blinked my eyes.
Okay.
Did you witness the moment it happened?
No, of course not.
And yet, the truth remains that I didn't blink. That's how it is.
That's how what is.
He shall pierce my eardrums. I saw you turn your pistol towards the British gentleman. Oh, tells the full story, don't you think? In addition, our antiques dealing witness saw the very same thing. Isn't that right, good sir? I'm having too much fun with pain.
It's true that I was holding a gun, for instance, but I just picked it up from the floor, I swear!
A criminal would say. You criminal! You dastardly
After
devil!
finishing my coffee, I was able to leave the restaurant. But I saw a gun lying on the floor next to Dr. Watson, so I went to grab it. Next thing I knew,
Someone fucking died.
a gunshot rang out throughout the restaurant. Life never goes according to plan. Huh? What do you mean by that? You find yourself in a quagmire because you found a misplaced firearm. This one, on the other hand, was unable to find a misplaced coupon, and I was tripped in the quagmire of my own. Regardless, one cannot deny that what this one witnessed. You were merely standing over the British gentleman with a gun in your hand. I'm telling you, there was a woman dining with Dr. Watson.
Repeated more nonsense, I see. According to our witnesses, this woman exists only in your imagination.
If only there were more witnesses who could back me up.
The incident took place after 2 p.m. during the gap between lunch and dinner.
That would explain why there weren't more potential witnesses around. Yes, 2 in the afternoon is certainly an unorthodox time to have a meal.
I feel called out.
Perhaps the victim had a reason for dining at La Quantos at that particular time.
Burrito again, I see. Why, yes, about that. It seems he had a reason indeed, Your Honor.
Huh?
Pocket.
Sure.
What exactly might this be?
Be a medical report, Your Honor. The victim paid a visit to the doctor before going to the restaurant.
At a clinic. Even a date and time are listed here. 19 November from approximately noon to 1 in the afternoon.
Right before the time of the incident.
Whoa, what the hell is that?
That was a sound taken from
Clearly, the victim went out for a late lunch after his examination. That was also me messing up and having to restart.
Ah, okay.
I found unnecessary to report this, as it has no bearing on the case at hand.
What do you make of this, Naruhodō?
Me? Well, I didn't think of much important either.
There's always a chance we'll find some use for this evidence later.
Request a copy, of course!
As always, so you should refrain.
Sir,
May I have the medical report as, evidence?
Ooh.
What did we just heard? Need for further evidence. Besides, what the victim did prior to the incident is of no relevance to this case.
objection! Sorry to disappoint, but we'll be the judge of that.
Excuse me?
Lest you forget, you have no right to deny a legitimate court request made by the defense.
Very well, this court approves the defense's request.
Jason, check it out. Sorry.
Youngsters in your rights! This is the future of my empire!
Okay, Boomer.
Oh, okay, very,
I still love
very,
that
very
line.
early.
Youngsters in your rights!
Yeah, evidence. Okay. Let me check.
If you want to know what to do next, the next step. Alright, right now we're in desperate in need of a new lead.
Let me just check this. Okay, just say anything else. Alright.
Yeah. But this may seem irrelevant at first glance. Don't underestimate its potential.
Yeah, got it.
That's how futile it is to prolong this trial.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. What pocket did he had it in? Are they talking like his
Just
coat?
like-
Are they talking like his coat pocket or his pants pocket?
At coat pocket, I think.
Because if it is, it should have a gunshot through it.
I mean, you
What?
can check the photo right now.
Yeah, do it right now.
Yeah. Let me
You
check.
check
Did he have a?
And it said they found it in his breast
Coat pocket. It's nowhere near it, so that's irrelevant.
Okay, now.
Oh wait, Pag, wait, go over the postmortem again.
No, Jason, that's not yet. That's not yet.
Oh, okay.
Go back. Go back. Anyway.
Alright. You didn't give me a chance to read!
Whatever.
What say you, antique dealer?
By the way, the next thing you actually should do if you want to know how to continue is just like reloop the conversation.
Oh.
Since I feel like we're going to be slow at this point.
Okay,
I mean, reloop it and go like around, go all the way to the right, and then like you
Okay.
get the thing at the end. Here. Great job, Naruhodō. That's one new piece of information in the bag.
yeah, but I don't think I've made any real progress. Still can't find a decent contradiction.
You sure about that? Here, show me that medical report you just got.
Oh, you mean this?
We went through all that trouble to get our hands on this. You're wise to examine it more closely.
Okay, how exactly do I do that?
Examination tutorial.
Yeah.
It's called Team Naruhodō.
It's called picking it up and looking at it.
Yeah. Examining evidence in general is a big part of this game, in both games actually,
Okay,
compared
yeah.
to standard Ace Attorney.
Because that was only like in a handful of cases in regular Ace Attorney.
Yeah, it's actually advised to check your evidence
Oh, that's
and
adorable.
examine it closely.
Alright. Oh, wrong screen.
And then use the wheels. Use the wheels.
Okay. Okay. I keep wanting to touch what's technically.
No, it's not touch. Just use that.
Yeah, I know. I keep thinking we're playing this on an iPad.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
These appear to be doctor's notes.
Hey, Urban.
There's an entry witness here from the day the incident occurred. Prepared anesthesia, tooth extraction.
Extraction? That's when they pulled a tooth out, right?
Before the incident, it appears Dr. Watson was suffering from a toothache. The dentists in Europe use laughing gas these days. I wonder if they use that.
I read about it. They say it makes you go numb. Supposedly, it makes you won't feel any pain, but I find that hard to believe.
There are some precautionary notes written by the doctor. Due to residual anesthesia, consumption of anything but water is strictly prohibited for 3 hours after treatment.
There's a contradiction!
It may help us to keep this information in mind.
Yeah, I know the contradiction!
Yeah, you know where it is.
Now you know what it is.
Yeah.
Whenever you get evidence like this, they usually do say something like, what's it called? You should look at it or something like that, basically.
Okay.
Recommend giving it a look, which means to examine it.
Yeah.
Alright, so go to the thing with the beefsteak.
So how much have I missed?
Like an hour and a half. We're still early on, honestly.
Okay.
Pat!
Shit!
That's the thing! That's not the bed! You deserve this one.
Young man, take this L.
Accept this L.
Take the cell.
Why did you present that?
I love
But
dishing out.
my-
I love dishing out L. I never get to dish out enough L's anymore.
Well,
But I never get to. My eyes are my most distinguished feature.
Dave stepping. That a boy, Pat.
That's how we
just present. You know the evidence. Go back. Go back. You know the evidence.
Okay.
Okay, Edie, calm down. Oh.
It's,
The medical report's on the right. There we go.
it's the food. It was the food right there.
But no, this medical report actually proves it.
So in other words,
no, Patrick. With your line of thought. Right line of thought. Right
Yeah.
line of thought, but not the evidence the game.
story of
Because
Ace
evidence
Attorney
you
in a
just-
nutshell, you know.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this was evidence you literally just got. And they said, "Oh, this is important."
Sure, yeah. What's wrong, Attorney? Cat got your tongue? I'm am a defendant first, attorney second.
Naruhodō. Getting tongue-tied is no big deal. Happens to the best of us.
Sogi.
Your cross-examination earlier was indicative of one important fact. Whenever you raise that hand of yours, there's something on your mind that you're dying to let out. So don't worry about finding the right words. Just speak your mind.
Got it. I'll take your advice to heart. Whew.
I love that animation.
I'm really digging the presentation so far.
Yeah.
Like, you feel it's just the right amount of like cartoony and seriousness with Naruhodō that I like so far.
Yeah,
So-
I'm pretty sure nearly everything in DGS is motion captured.
Oh
So
wow!
that's probably
Yeah,
why.
I can tell. Yeah, now you say
Yeah.
that.
That's
It's
an
mo-
animation where you can really tell how, like, you can really tell that they motion captured.
Yeah, motion captured. It's motion captured, most of it.
Witness,
Anyways.
here's the victim's medical report. And what of it, young one? According to what's written here, I have a good reason to believe there's something wrong about your testimony.
Dear, did you forget what I told you?
What did you tell me?
Oh, by the way, real quick, I guess just to make a proposal, if you want to speed this up, then maybe we don't voice any of the lines during the cross except like.
I think that's best. I think that's best
Like-
because usually there's not much. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
better.
yeah, for when we're pressing for information.
Yeah, I think that's
when,
fine.
when we're pressing information, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. There would be like some lines where I'm like, this is the funny one, voice it, but other than that, I
Okay,
think cross
alright.
works to keep.
Yeah,
Alright.
this is just to speed it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like you should know when to keep your mouth shut. Pipe down.
Huh?
Right, here are the facts. The victim was murdered at the restaurant sometime after 2 p.m. Whatever he might have done before then is irrelevant to the case.
That's not.
Naruhodō, don't worry about finding the right words. Just speak your mind.
Your Honor, at this point there is no need for further deliberation.
Okay, it looks like we're back.
Yeah, I see the stream.
Okay, now voice the voice
Alright.
because it's actually
Okay.
like what's coming up.
The medical report is irrelevant to the case at hand. As for why, it is because this little university student.
Boy!
This first death slam.
Are you
Actually-
saying this medical report isn't relevant at all? Is that really what you think?
Hear me like that. Anyway, don't think too hard about it. It's common sense.
Even if Honda Clinic is in fact a dental clinic,
Clinton, change a thing.
even if at the dental clinic the victim had undergone a tooth extraction, what? Moreover, why do I hear boss music? Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
victim
love this
was
theme.
the victim was prohibited from consuming a solid food after the operation.
Hold on, boy. What are you getting at? Prohibited for consuming solid food? What in the world?
It's all noted in fine print. Any consumption of solid food is strictly prohibited for 3 hours after the treatment.
I can't breathe.
Sir! What is it? Now you've heard the truth. At the time of the incident, shortly after 2 p.m., the victim was unable to eat a thing. This is an outrage! In addition,
Me.
you claimed several times that the victim was enjoying his meal alone. However, that claim doesn't hold up!
Oh.
Because the victim had undergone a tooth extraction and could not eat solid food!
Well said, partner.
This is his ejection thing right here.
Oh, already love it.
What are you getting at, brat? Your argument is meaningless. Take a close look at the photograph. Look at this photograph. Clearly, there's still a serving of beefsteak on the kitchen table.
Objection!
Objection! That's me. Objection!
Damn
Cool. Haven't you realized that in of itself is the contradiction? Right now, the situation has been completely turned on its head. Isn't that right, Naruhodō?
Huh? Of course! The victim could not consume any solid food because he had his truth extracted. If that was the case, then another question arises. Who exactly then was eating this beefsteak? The court demands an explanation. Understood, defense? You mean me?
Listen up. The real fight begins once you give the judge your answer. Show me what you can do. Time for a great turnabout.
Yes, sir. The only person who could be eating this beefsteak was the victim. You to witness someone else. Of course, yeah. It must have been the person who was dining with the victim.
Don't make me waste my breath. No such person exists.
Sir! Don't make me waste my time. He certainly does.
At the time of the incident, the victim was in no condition to be eating solid food. And yet, a beefsteak lay half-eaten on his table. Therefore, someone else must have been present. That's the only explanation. So long as this obvious contradiction remains, we can't trust the previous testimony. And if you keep trying to rig this trial in your favor, I will report you to the Ministry of Justice. Mark my words!
Asogi!
You little... Do you really think you can take on the judicial system of the Japanese Empire?
You are not my opponent today.
Nani?
My opponents are the two witnesses here.
How dare you!
Oh wait, that's it. What do you mean by that?
As the evidence clearly shows, the victim was not alone. Or are you purposely trying to hide the truth? I sincerely hope you're prepared to be charged with perjury.
Perjury?
Not to mention, this is a murder trial. Being found guilty of perjury would imply that you're an accomplice to the murder.
Murder! No! No!
Preposterous! A little bit of pain came up there. I was unaware of such a thing. I simply testified as I was ordered to.
Indeed, that is the truth! We were ordered to testify that the young lady was never at the crime scene. Fuck me! Oh. What was that? Witness! Could you repeat that? Oh, you see... You were ordered to say that? Hold on, that was,
You were ordered to testify that a young lady was never at the crime scene? Let me guess. This lady... She's a foreigner, I take it.
Oh!
Credit for the animation. What is the meaning of this? Did these witnesses commit perjury? You two, answer me at once! It was just slip of the tongue?
Originally, you learned that But your actions have consequences.
Order, order, order! Someone please explain what's going on here!
I knew it! You ordered these witnesses to lie under oath!
Because you put that aware of the fever!
Then, who gave the order? That's...
This one's lips are sealed!
So you don't care if you're indicted as an accessory to murder?
Preposterous!
Naruhodō. It appears that these two witnesses have been silenced by someone with influence far beyond their own. Moreover, the good prosecutor had absolutely no knowledge of this.
Seriously? But who could exert that kind of influence? The government? Military? It could even be the police.
Well, Naruhodō? Do you have any idea who may have ordered them to stay silent? If you can identify a culprit, we can demand them to appear in court.
I need to identify the person who ordered these witnesses to hide behind the truth.
Check your court record.
Obviously, we need to find some evidence first.
Okay, let me see if there's any...
Remember, you can examine evidence now.
Yeah.
And like 3D examine, I mean.
Yeah, let me just check all of, would it maybe say on the medical report?
Well, that's just the victim.
Yeah, hold on.
What haven't you examined yet?
Yeah, what have we not examined?
Oh!
You never checked the back.
Yeah.
Examine. This is rather odd.
What's wrong, Asogi?
The name of the witness is written down here, Satoru Hosonaga.
Well, obviously, it's a business card after all.
The name is not the problem, it's the title.
The title? Oh, Imperial Police Division 1 Investigation Lead Detective Satoru Hosonaga. Detective? What in the world's going on?
Oh, you got that right. I'm impressed.
I have no idea. If he has the authority of a police officer, he may be capable of corrosion.
Hey.
Alright, back to the dialogue. Evidence that shows the influence of a powerful third party.
Asogi, we just went over it. We got it. We got it.
Yeah. Hold on, Naruhodō. Remember what happened earlier?
Huh? Yeah.
Earlier.
Okay.
Maybe it would be more appropriate to not to say that, Jason.
My bad.
Might be able to uncover another hidden clue by examining the other pieces. Yeah, they
We
straight
already
up say this. There's no time to waste.
Well, if either of you have fabricated your testimony, I should
told you
declare
to
you
wrap it
guilty
together.
of perjury.
Please wait just a moment, Your Honor. I paid, swear to the heavens and earth that I had no part in this. I swear.
Then defendant, no. Attorney, what is going through your mind? Sir! Oh, I can't do this. There's no time to gather my thoughts. I'll just have to close my eyes and blur out the first thing that comes to mind. Aside from the prosecutor, I believe this person had enough influence to pressure them.
Asogi!
Where's
Me.
Soki? Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay, there we go. I was looking for the actual names, so, you know.
Oh, okay.
Just making sure. Might be the name of this person be Satoru Hosonaga?
Close enough.
Hosonaga, the waiter?
Ash. It's a fun word.
Well,
Waiter need to silence these witnesses. Moreover, there's no way he has that level of influence.
You're not wrong, but what if this man wasn't really a waiter?
And me? Where are you going with this?
Go on, Naruhodō. Now's your chance to strike him down.
the evidence that points
The evidence that points towards Satoru Hosonaga's true identity is...
That's a sketch of the crime scene drawn by the waiter. Why, he certainly is a resourceful head waiter. No, Your Honor, that's just the back of the card. What you ought to be paying attention to is the back of the back. Oh, Sorry, that would be the front, I guess. Yeah, that's it. In other words, please look at the front of the back, Your Honor.
Look at this business card.
Could someone reiterate that for me?
Allow me, Satoru Hosonaga drew this sketch on the back of his business card. And needless to say, business cards display the identity of their owner.
The identity of the owner? Ooh. Ooh!
I see Your Honor has figured it out. Imperial Police, Division 1, Investigation, Lead Detective Satoru Hosonaga.
What in blazes? That waiter is actually a detective for the Imperial Police? Pain, was not talking about this!
I really want like a Microsoft Paint. Like, you know.
That's Capcom influencing this. The Imperial Police holds absolute, nay, overwhelming authority over the citizenry.
No, ED is Capcom USA.
Yeah. Witnesses. Were you ordered to fabricate your testimonies by this so-called waiter? Were you told to hide the fact that you witnessed the presence of a young lady that day?
Well...
Hold it.
Detective Hosonaga?
Confess the truth, then. To be honest, I saw this coming. I knew it since the moment I asked to hand over that sketch. That's right,
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
You've been really good about that until now.
I know, it's because we don't gotta speak.
Come to think of it, he did seem a bit hesitant to hand it over his card.
If you must investigate, do it to the utmost perfection. That is my motto. Yet here I am, having been exposed due to my own blunder. What an utter failure on my part.
You really are a detective?
Well, why would a detective of the Imperial Police be employed at a Western restaurant? Oh, maybe the detective
I was conducting an undercover investigation.
An undercover investigation? Why?
Recently, there have been a string of incidents at the particular restaurant. In order to investigate, I took the role of a waiter and infiltrated the establishment. A string of incidents? What kind exactly?
Roxas, yes, this theme is very, ominous, because it's the tell the truth theme, of this game. This is basically whenever the oh shit is about to go down.
Shit starts rising, basically.
Saying this right now, I really love this soundtrack.
Yeah. I can't disclose any details regarding the investigation.
If you want a great example, look up the Dual Destinies version of the Tell the Truth theme, yeah.
Yeah. I can only say that this is unrelated to the murder case at hand.
Very well then, Detective Hosonaga. Allow me to confirm one thing.
And what would that be, Your Honor?
Earlier, these witnesses let slip of a crucial new piece of evidence. During the incident, it seems that there was a guest at the victim's table. If that is indeed the truth, then as their waiter, you were aware of that. And yet not only did you avoid testifying to the fact, you even used your authority to prevent these witnesses from speaking out. Do you deny any of this?
I do not.
What?
We were right. I ran out of the kitchen as soon as I heard that gunshot. When I saw then was the lifeless victim, with the university student towering over him, firearm in hand. And also, another individual sitting across the table, a British woman, I believe. We were right again. I quickly had the restaurant blockaded as I reported the incident to headquarters. It was then that I received a set of special orders from my superiors.
Special orders? You mean...
Release the British woman from the scene of the crime immediately. I was also to conceal anything that implied she was ever there. Those were the absolute, irrefutable commands issued to me.
But, if the British woman was a true culprit...
It would be in your best interest not to finish that statement.
Huh?
Maintaining good relations with the British Empire is one of our nation's top priorities. A British man was murdered, and now you wish to convict a British woman of that crime? Unless your case is watertight, we cannot afford to take that risk. I see. That's the reason behind the disappearance of our phantom woman.
That's insane!
Translation, you need evidence. Hard evidence.
Diamond evidence.
I just remembered something.
Sogi?
Imperial University accepts exchange students from the British Empire. And currently, there is one such student in our Department of Medical Research. A young female student, no less.
Seriously?
You truly are a gifted student attorney. I can see why you're chosen to study abroad as our Empire's representative.
Then that means...
After escorting the lady away from the crime scene, I looked into her identity for the sake of being thorough.
In that case, you would do well to state her name in this court.
The name of the British lady who dined with the doctor is Miss Giselle Brett. She is an exchange student at Imperial University and a member of the Victims Research Lab. I was ordered by my superiors to erase her presence from the scene. As such, I coerced these men into concealing the truth. This I do not deny. I leave the rest in your honor's capable hands.
Very well. This court will now state its opinion on the matter. So far, this trial has proceeded under one major assumption. That the victim was sitting alone at the time of the incident. However, that assumption has now been discredited. In light of this development, the court believes that it's too early to hand down the verdict.
Shit, Your Honor! What that means, we will delay the verdict and until the grant to the British Empire until later this afternoon! Our government won't be happy about that!
Restrain yourself, Prosecutor Payne. The trials of the Supreme Court are not to be swayed by political influence.
Oh, Patrick, you need to say it like a machine. Prosecutor Payne.
Prosecutor Payne. Detective Hasanaka,
Yes.
please issue a summons for Miss Giselle Britt.
As your honor commands.
Detective! Doing so would be defying the special orders you were given!
I believe I made this clear earlier. If you must investigate, do it to the utmost perfection. That is my motto.
Detective, won't your livelihood be at risk?
Bring it on, I say.
Let us adjourn this trial for a short recess. I hereby order the exchange student, Miss Giselle Britt, to be summoned to this court. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor!
Very good. This court will now take a 30-minute recess.
I believe you, this is, ED, this is a halfway point, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay, still keep going?
Keep going.
All
This
right.
is not the halfway point.
Alright.
Damn.
I only
I recommend
said
going away for a bit.
I say I'm already.
Jingle.
Let me use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, we are not. By the way, this case is split into 3 parts. The
Oh.
third part is the shortest, but still.
Oh my gosh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is more than just standard tutorial. This is.
Alright. So we are gonna take a quick bathroom break. We will be
5-minute break.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Edie. I say, wait,
I don't have to meme in the background anymore.
Alright. Alright, let's get back into this.
Well done, Naruhodō. That was fantastic.
I feel like I'm dying.
I can hardly believe it. I mean, just look at you. Drenched in sweat, knees trembling, eyes darting, teeth chattering.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah. Mom's beefsteak. But even in that sorry state, you still managed to grasp the truth. You're more suited for this line of work than I thought.
Oh, stop it, or I'll really die from embarrassment.
In any case, we finally dragged the phantom woman to the stand. Miss Giselle Bread, an exchange girl from the British Empire, huh?
See, I told you there was someone else there. Dr. Watson wasn't alone at the time of the incident. There was There was another young woman sitting across from him.
True, you did say that.
At the very least, I do have confidence in my powers of observation, you know.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of that lady, I know that good detectives helped her vanish from the crime scene. But did you really not catch any of that while it was happening?
No, I can't say that I did. Right as I was about to leave the restaurant, I saw the pistol by the doctor's table. Just lying there, begging to be picked up. Next thing I knew, bang! Before I could figure out where the gunshot came from, that waiter suddenly charged at me like a madman. Then he shoved me into the kitchen pantry.
It sounds like a brilliant arrest, just what I expect from a trained detective.
As for what happened to the crime scene afterwards, well, I have absolutely no idea. Oh, is this the...
You again. Yeah, go again.
Hello again. Excellent work out there, you two.
I'm finally back.
Ah, Professor Migatoba.
It appears my hunch was correct. The two of you make a fine team. In fact, you're faring even better than I expected.
I knew it. This was all part of your scheme, wasn't it, Professor? You plotted to remove me from his defense.
This country is still young. Its legal system even younger. As such, it is particularly valuable for our nation to have our brightest youth scouring the globe. I am intervened only to prevent the possibility that your trip to study abroad could be revoked.
And yet, Professor, if I turn out to be a pathetic man who can't even save his best friend, then I will withdraw from the exchange program myself.
Huh? You can't do that! Oh, but he can. I thought you might say something like that. So, that means everything rests on your shoulders then. Huh? Mine, sir? Prove your innocence and expose the truth behind this murder. I would love to learn what really happened. After all, I can't say I'm completely unaffected by this incident. Come to think of it, Professor Migatoba mentioned it earlier, didn't he? Professor, could it be that you were acquainted with the victim? Why, yes, I was. The only one who family invited the late John H. Watson to teach here as a professor was none other than myself. Huh? Are you serious?
This is the first time hearing about this too.
Whatever the case may be, you two have your work cut out for you. The murder victim was the professor from Britain, whose name holds great sway. Thus, our government hopes to convict someone as swiftly as possible.
What's more, the opponents are about to face is someone the Imperial Police tried to cover up, a British student and a lady at that.
I suspect the prosecution will unleash all manner of underhanded tactics against you. But I know you two are prepared to fight until the bitter end. Hang in there. Yes, sir! That reminds me. I would like you two to return to the university immediately. We may have some use for you.
Understood.
Good job,
Cosmo.
Sophie.
Cosma, I wish you the best.
Your paycheck's in the mail.
Check's in the mail.
That was 2 this time, so progress.
Move it up.
Yeah.
I was drinking when you said that.
Got him.
Defend it.
I'm choking over here, defendant.
Recess is ending. I better no corporate report. I was drinking.
It's time. I'm counting on you again, partner. Let's cut these nonsensical ramblings of these old men to pieces.
Can I get a Photoshop better on that, please?
Shut
Asogi looking.
Hey,
Your paycheck's in the mail.
Asogi?
Yes.
Thanks. I mean it.
Come on, no need to be so courteous.
Seriously, if you hadn't put your faith in me, I've been declared guilty a long time ago.
I have faith in you, not only as a man, but also both as an attorney and a friend.
Asogi. If I'm declared guilty in this trial, Asogi really will have given up his trip abroad. That's the sort of guy he is. I'm not the only one whose fate is at stake in this battle. No matter who the opponent is, I can't afford to lose. Guess you're right. I'll serve my gratitude for after the trial.
Get ready to treat me to the usual beef hot pot at the cafeteria when this is over.
Oh,
that's a typo. That's an error thing. Okay.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay.
you got it. I'll even get you an extra large serving.
Yeah, that looks like a typo.
Anyways, yeah.
Alright.
Better be Ace Attorney with that one.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
The miracle ball
outside.
is dead. The miracle ball never happened.
The miracle never happened.
Sophie, you don't exist yet.
The court now resumes the trial of ryūnosuke and naruhodō. Prosecutor Payne. How does your search for the new accused?
Perfect. Oh, perfect. Good on you. Your Honor. Get to the summons. Thanks to a silly little brat, I'll give him for scrambling to complete the task.
Sorry about that.
Responding in a timely manner is their job, not ours. I fail to see the problem.
This uproar has fairly soured our relationship with the British Empire. You've jeopardized not only the treaty, but also our nation's future. What's in the future? I don't know, man. We're pretty solid.
A treaty formed with an easily agitated empire isn't worth the paper it's written on. I repeat, I fail to see the problem.
God, I love Asogi so far. I love him.
He's great.
Just no
One of my
shit.
favorites.
Look at all the fucks I give. Like right now.
Basically.
I just want to get my boyfriend a not guilty.
Anyways,
Beg your pardon?
a secret trial to appease a foreign government, a sloppy investigation, a hidden witness. Where's the nation's sense of justice gone? To which empire does this court belong?
Silence! Know your place, student! You children know nothing of the precarious position our nation is in! For us to what's it what they said about the powers, profound political strategy is needed. Our path forward shall be paid by diplomacy!
While I may be an average student who knows little nothing about politics, I can feel the truth of Sogi's words just by standing here in this court. An empire with no justice has no future. That's what I believe.
Well said, Naruhodō. Shifty eyes and all.
Diplomacy has a tendency to fail.
As Wonder
I'm
Red
proud
has
of you.
told us. Very well.
I'm proud of you, but I will also sass you.
As our empire's highest bastion of the law, the Supreme Court exists for the sake of justice. Let us resume this trial. This court calls the next witness to the stand. Bring in the exchange student from the British Empire, Miss Giselle Brett.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. Dope.
Finally,
I have-
the female.
I remember cutting out more of my.
It seems to be a little better.
Yeah, seems better now.
Yeah.
Caw!
What is that hat?
I know!
Oh, greetings, greetings! You must have endured quite the journey. Welcome to Japan.
Quick, someone fetch the tea! The proper British greeting begins and ends with black tea! Is that true?
Don't know, don't care.
Oh my god, I love him!
Okay, witness. Be gracious with your name and occupation.
Yes, sir. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I'm currently working undercover as a waiter like Qantas, but
I wasn't talking to you!
Ladies first, a proper British greeting always begins and ends with the lady. Is that true?
don't know, still don't care.
Love him! Love him!
I love this guy.
Fucking great.
I was very much right in naming him the Chad in the trailer.
Yeah.
More importantly, do you remember what you said earlier? One thing I do have confidence in is my own observational skills, was it?
Oh, right. I must have said that.
Yet all you could describe her was a young woman. Sure you're not actually blind as a bat, Naruhodō?
I have no rebuttal.
Anyway, let's start over. Witness, your name or occupation, if you please.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop,
Okay.
beep boop,
Alright.
Is she actually talking in English or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, milady? Pardon my rudeness, but come again.
beep boop beep boop beep boop there.
Don't actually do it the whole time, please.
If this was Capcom USA, she will 100% be French.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely!
Yeah, even though that contradicts themes of the story, but whatever. She says her name is Giselle Brett. She hails from London. At present, she is a research exchange student in Imperial University's medical program.
Oh, your English is so pleasing to the ear, my lady. I have become a simp. Even though I understood not a word, I am entranced by the beauty of your voice.
So you're here to tell me that.
From what I can hear.
Man, I feel dirty.
Tell me, even with another female, I still can't voice. Okay.
Yeah, not yet.
So, Sophie, I wanted him to play DGS.
You have time, I swear. Trust me, you'll be busy like nothing else soon. From what I can hear, we can trust the detectives to interpret her testimony accurately.
Yeah, I could agree. It's like all that prep work you did to study abroad to Britain won't go for waste.
As for you, Naruhodō, it seems your time in the English department isn't just for show.
Now then, esteemed witness. Apologies for the inconvenience, but we would like you to testify. 3 days ago, at the scene of the terrifying murder in Maquatos, you were sharing a table with the late Dr. Watson. Is that correct?
English. She says yes.
This
Oh,
is
that's a
going
thing,
to
yes.
get annoying fast.
This exchange student doesn't even speak our tongue. Can't believe this shit, man.
Alright, looks like it's back up. Alright.
Yeah, it is.
She said that she had to vacate the scene due to an emergency. She deeply apologizes. She had to return to the university for an important research symposium. Some cheek you have for someone who would personally let her escape. I was simply following the special orders issued to me by police headquarters.
Excuse me, milady. Would you take a look at this photograph?
You could just hear Jason.
Yeah. Anyways,
Maybe I can make bird noise better. I don't know.
When the incident occurred, you were unfortunately at the scene of the crime.
Sophie, just whenever she talks, it's just all.
Doodle do.
Does that mean you bore witness to the crime with those beautiful eyes of yours?
Oh god.
just ad lib.
Tweet.
That's what we do on Twitter, yes.
She says it was the most sad and terrifying spectacle to behold.
So she did see it after all.
Yes, Your Honor. It seems that she indeed witnessed the crime unfold.
The defendant over.
The defendant over there.
Oh, sorry.
The defendant over there. He is the one who shot the victim. That is her testimony at the moment of the crime.
But wait, that wasn't me.
Order in the court.
There! Have it, Your Honor! This is an incriminating testimony!
Now I get it. That woman is our true opponent.
As much as it pains me to say this, witness, please give us your testimony. Describe us the sad and terrifying spectacle.
Tweedledee. Tweet.
Sophie's in pain.
Sophie's on Tumblr.
You'll get a ton of time, Sophie, I assure you. Trust me.
I played this game. Tweet.
That day, I had joined Dr. Watson for a rather late lunch date. The doctor wasn't able to eat, so I ordered her beefsteak for myself.
Tweedledee, Tweedledum, tweet,
The accused came over to greet the doctor, but they quickly began to argue. Then, before my very eyes, the student took the doctor's pistol and shot him.
Tweet.
I just want to give Sophie a hand pass and say there.
I was not carrying a firearm, so it was impossible for me to have committed the crime.
That does sound like a deductive test. I swear, I've never argued with the doctor!
You're yammering! The word of a black-hearted villain or the word of a pure-hearted lady? Which do you think we trust? Even a scoundrel like you should know!
Naruhodō, haven't you learned your lesson? Nothing's going to change if you keep raising your hand without thinking.
I'm just so frustrated!
Shortly thereafter, I arrived on the scene. When I relayed the testimonies of this lady and the two previous witnesses head to headquarters, it was concluded that she had no relation to the incident. Thus, she was sent home. Now, if only those testimonies were legitimate. In any case, this lady is wearing the same outfit she wore on the day of the incident. As you can see, there is no place in which she could have concealed a pistol.
I think you could hide a single pistol just about anywhere, though.
Unless you care to indicate this hiding place to us, what you're spouting is mere congestion.
This dress has no pockets. There is nowhere to hide a pistol. That is what she says.
But you could just hide it in the hat. I'd like to take this woman upside down and give her a good shake just to check.
You better not be thinking of getting violent, Naruhodō.
Come on, I did fire the gun I found, so there must have been another one.
Exactly. That lady must have concealed it somehow. At least, that's what we need to prove. And to do that, we have to destroy her testimony no matter what.
Apollo senses tingling. Very well, defense. The court hours you to examine the cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright.
Alright, we're not voicing this.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this.
see. Okay, nothing. Good there. Let's check that one. She didn't even talk there.
I should become a vengeful god. So Urban, how you feeling? So Urban, how you feeling so far based on what you've seen?
Okay.
I already love it.
Let's see.
Nice.
Good.
Let's see.
By the way, I recommend just watching the other parts before stream to catch yourself up on
I'll,
everything else.
I'll make sure to get the VOD up as soon as possible, because I know I'm gonna have to do a little bit of editing at least for it.
Yeah.
Alright.
All sparkling water. Does carbonated water count?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
doesn't.
I feel
Sorry,
like-
sir.
It doesn't. It's always very important.
Always.
My palms are killing me.
Fuck.
I forgot about that. Patience, young one.
Patience, young one.
Do you think both like attorneys and prosecutors by by the end of the year had developed like calluses in their hands
Probably.
for how much they bang the desk?
I get used to it. I like this.
I just feel nothing in my hands by the end of the year. Okay.
It'll help descendants better genes.
Wait! I know it.
Wait, Pat, before you big brain, I'm gonna just do the lion game I said. My son is reacting to the witness's testimony.
So hi, Malaktor. Yes, this game is indeed fun.
Yes, it is.
Because how the fuck can you do a toast if there's only one glass?
You can't toss it only one, you're a freak otherwise.
That's it.
That's it.
That was Patrick right there. That was Patrick. They heard that line.
I was like, wait a fucking minute. Hold on.
Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense.
Also, all the people joining in right now for DGS for the first time, either if you've played an Ace Attorney game or not, welcome.
Yeah.
See why the series is so fucking great, and I'll play it. The lady herself just told us that the spectacle shown in the graph was exactly how the scene looked at the time. This Naruhodō guy is handsome, I agree.
That is correct.
Wait, to the statement or the fact that Naruhodō is handsome? Yeah.
Except that's, strange. Really strange.
The only strange thing here is your inability to properly slam that.
I'm learning, okay?
What is so strange about this photograph?
I'm referring to the toast they made.
A toast?
The lady said she made a toast with the carbonated water in the wine glass. But if that were the case, the table would have 2 glasses on it. Oh! You're right, there's only a single wine glass.
record, if this is a trivial matter. How could a single wine glass have any impact on the case?
Objection! Trivia, you say? Even if it was the police that hit a glass to deflect suspicion from the lady. What a rubbish. I would never perform such a foolish act.
Then there shouldn't there be 2 wine glasses? I mean, think about it. They made a toast.
Yes, I suppose you have a point. While posing as a waiter, I brought 2 wine glasses to the table, but...
Tweet, tweedle, tweedledum, tweet. Caw.
Detective, what did she just say?
Evidently, the one who removed a wine glass was none other than Miss Giselle Brett herself.
What?
I was so profoundly shaken by the events that had transpired before my eyes that I concealed the fact that I was there, against my better judgment.
Why?
Sorry.
I like how the mask also emotes, you know?
Yeah.
See? It was a trivial matter after all.
Excuse me?
Lest we forget, her fellow countryman was murdered before her very eyes. You cannot blame her for hiding 1 or 2 wine glasses under such.
That's absurd!
Or perhaps you dare condemn this frail form beauty system playfulness?
What? Oh, please, you can't dismiss something like that as mere playfulness.
By the way, how exactly did she hide the wine glass?
Tweedle, tweet, tweedledum, tweet, 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 tweet.
She said she placed it into a small handbag she was carrying.
Her handbag?
A fashionable pouch in which ladies of the British Empire store personal items.
With this, we've established that the lady took the wine glass from the scene. Said wine glass is irrelevant to the case at hand. This evil student is merely grasping at straws. The court has no need for any more of his misleading testimony.
Indeed. Now we know why the lady took the wine glass. We must all agree that this has no bearing on the case at hand. Understood, attorney? Huh? But...
At this rate, if we press this issue any further, we must first prove why it is worthy of discussion.
Yeah. Miss Brett lifts the glass away in her handbag, so the crucial question here... I'm gonna say the handbag?
Yeah, but you're gonna have to take over as pain a little bit.
What?
Oh.
Cause I had to go to bed soon to be at work at 6 in the morning.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
We got I bet we have 17 minutes left anyways, so.
Hold on a minute. She put the wine glass in her handbag.
Indeed, nothing strange about that. Every lady in the British Empire owns a handbag, you know.
As I recall, Miss Brett made a certain claim earlier. This dress has no pockets. There's no place for me to hide a pistol. However, we know she had a handbag. Wasn't it possible to hide a pistol in the handbag? Oh! Wait.
Way to go, partner. I knew you noticed that contradiction.
What do you mean by that, you dirty little...
It's simple. The defendant, ryūnosuke naruhodō, picked up a fallen pistol, then heard a gunshot.
Ooh, I already like this music.
Since he did not pull the trigger of the pistol in his hand, there must have been another one. Another gun that was the true murder weapon.
You can't mean...
Detective!
Yes.
Did you investigate the contents of Miss Brett's handbag?
No, I did not inspect it.
I knew it. In other words, the other gun, the true murder weapon, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag.
What? What did you say?
Order, order, order in the court.
Detective, I demand an explanation. Also, I guess I have a line in the chat.
Yeah, say it real quick. Make it
yeah.
quick.
Sure, my future descendant will be as great as me. I have a gorgeous head of hair.
Alright.
Cute.
Oh, what, Prosecutor Archie? Pain, I don't give a fuck.
Lady was to put up for false accusations due to a lack of due diligence. Simple.
You did it, partner. You have great opportunity to tear down her facade.
You really think so?
I'm dying. Ahem. My goodness. You have no faith in the Imperial Police, I see. It's true, I did not check the contents of the lady's handbag. Because... there was no need to do so.
Bullshit. What do you mean?
I must thank the student attorney over there. Thing is filthy. He has reminded me of a piece of evidence that I forgot to somehow show the court. This here photograph.
Look at this graph.
Look at this graph, it's a handbag. I took this photograph as a precaution after the incident occurred. As you can see, Miss Brett's handbag was captured in this picture.
What? You can clearly see the inside of her handbag.
Exactly, Your Honor. It's a pretty shitty handbag, not gonna lie. This handbag was worn from leather, a material popular among high-class Londoners.
My word, its contents are full display.
By the way, side note, I did look up handbags from around that era just to see if that was an actual thing or just like an Ace Attorneyism. And my investigation proved it's an Ace Attorneyism.
Yeah, because why would you do that? Like, you could literally see what's in the bag. Like that.
You're just asking.
That's asking to get stolen.
This woman wanted to flex. Hence, there is no need to inspect it after all. If there were a pistol inside, it would have stood out immediately. The lack of a pistol is proof of Miss Brett's innocence. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present this, young student.
No!
There it is!
Yeah, it's pretty good animation.
Look how violent that is! Slammed his back and...
Ow!
Order!
Oh!
Detective, I order you to hand over this photograph as evidence.
As you wish, Your Honor. Oh shit.
I hereby conclude the cross-examination of the witness.
Right of leads. Oh.
The court believes that this photograph, all relevant evidence is at hand. As long as there's no issues with the photograph, all doubts surrounding this case have been cleared. Now it is time to render a verdict.
In other words, there is but one conclusion. No one was capable of committing the crime except for the student prostrated on his desk.
Ouch.
No. I thought we were able to make a great turnabout. Instead, we're gonna be shut down before we can gain any traction. Asogi?
I'm gonna pray for your failure.
I lost my wind.
I'm sorry, Naruhodō. Now that the cross-examination is over, we have no way of prolonging this trial.
What? The verdict will be...
You put up a good fight for a sorry-eyed student, I'll give you that. However, resistance is futile in the face of a fair judgment. I stood up from my chair. Lift on that fan to your heart's content for the comfort of your cell. I'm gonna sit back
Is this
down
the
now.
end? I'm really gonna be jailed for a crime I didn't even commit? What about Asogi? He'll be forced to give up on his dream of studying abroad. Hey, Asogi,
What is the naruhodō?
are we really out of options?
You heard the judge. As long as there are no issues with that detective's photograph, the trial cannot continue. It's over.
Oh God, this is me, Asogi. Why did you let me defend him?
Very well then. This court shall proceed in delivering its judgment.
It appears that we can report back to the British Empire without further delay.
Damn it!
Wait, what's with his hand right there? What?
But
I will now announce the verdict for the defendant, ryūnosuke Naruhodō. Please wait, Your Honor.
Naruhodō?
You should hold off on passing a verdict.
What are you going on about now? Once the trial is over and the conclusion is reached, the judge hands down the verdict. That is the most fundamental rule that governs the Supreme Court.
Sir! But as his honor clearly said, what is with his hand right now? What?
What do you mean?
Like this thing on his hand.
oh,
Oh, that's the thing he just has. It's
It's
Yeah.
weird, because I haven't seen any other point of the trial.
interesting.
Well, that's also because anxiety.
It's only on the back.
yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen the back of his left hand yet.
Oh, it's just his left hand. Okay.
But just
Yeah.
left hand, yeah.
As long
It's
as
just part of
it's-
his outfit. I don't know where it is actually.
Well, it's a bit of trivia, but we can say that later.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a trivia thing.
All doubts surrounding the case have been cleared. Now it's time to render a verdict. Therefore, the event that there's a huge issue with the evidence, the trial must go on.
Delusional. The only purpose of the photograph was to show the items in her handbag. How could there be any issue with it?
Your...
I understand the defense's concern. It's true, we have yet to examine this photograph closely. However, I cannot
Oh,
imagine
yeah,
the
no,
additional
okay,
clues
man.
that may lie in this handbag.
Anything like that would exist. Get tired of this desperate proclamations.
Let's see. Gamer Master, and yes, this is the Scarlet Study fan translation. There's a button down below that you can go to their website and learn more about the translation and stuff like that if you are curious and want to play it for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, I'm not that desperate. Just know there's something about this photograph that stands out. Very well then, I will grant the defense one last opportunity.
Again.
This trial may not end immediately, depending on what you have to say. Understood?
You won't hesitate.
Yes, Your Honor. In the photograph that Detective Honosuke submitted to his evidence, proceed to save! Okay, let's see. Trying to find... anything in there? People, maybe?
Hmm.
Hey.
Just do a call out when you need it.
Yeah. You got this. I think you got this.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think there's a significant problem with something right here. Ah, shit.
Yeah. It's something that isn't the glass. It's not.
Okay, it's not.
That doesn't
glass.
matter.
Okay.
Use this picture to find a new lead, basically.
Okay.
I think I might have seen
It
something.
Yeah.
might maybe be the thing on his wrist?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What is that on his wrist? I haven't heard that voice line. What?
What?
I've never heard that voice line.
Learned it.
Maybe you learned something new.
He learned
Oh
something
my
new
God.
about DGS.
Oh my god, that voice line.
I'll gasp.
Wait, so the wrist?
That's what I'm
It's on the
thinking.
wrist.
Wait, it is the wrist or?
I said, what is that on the wrist?
Yeah.
I'm just talking as someone. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
And now he will say.
No, you don't need this pack. You don't need this. You don't need
Okay,
this pack.
okay,
You don't need
fine.
it. You don't need
The
it.
victim's
Wait.
wrist, you can see a mysterious scar.
Resist.
Looks like a bird.
Holy shit, Pat, you came so close.
Wondering what you might block out your desperation, but really, that has absolutely nothing to do with the lady's handbag, does it?
That is indeed a scar from a burn.
Could you elaborate, detective?
The police announced the burn as well during the inspection of the corpse. However, since it had nothing to do with the cause of death, it was left out of the records.
That would be only fair. But even establishing precisely when the victim suffered the burn would be impossible to begin with.
The more I look at it, the more it might have something to do with his strange skull. The prosecutor Payne is correct, as long as there's no clear connection to the case. I do not see any further investigation with this mark.
Beep boop, tweedledee, tweedledum, tweet tweet.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, the time for her to dine with the officials of the university is fast approaching. If it is alright, the witness would like to kindly request that she be allowed to leave.
Oh, but of course! That is not a problem at all. Your Honor, please, let us hand down the verdict at once.
Naruhodō, explain yourself. Are you saying that this burn mark is somehow related to the case?
To tell the truth, I don't really know myself, but if I just stand idly by, it's all over for me. No matter what, I have to keep pushing forward, even if it's just grasping at straws.
Yeah, you're right.
Sogi.
Nah. If you can prove a connection between this burn mark and the incident at hand, we may be able to wrench open a door that was once locked to us.
What now? There's no way you can possibly pull that off!
We cannot afford to waste time listening to baseless conjecture.
In other words, all we need to do is show you evidence, Your Honor. The proof that links the burn mark to this incident.
That is correct.
Truth be told, I had overlooked this mysterious burn mark. However, the moment you pointed it out in the photograph, I did not overlook the sudden darkness that overtook the witness's face.
What? My only option is to establish a connection between the burn mark and the crime. This is really important. Can't mess it up. I have to find the evidence that will reveal the truth behind the burn mark. Now, I order the defense to present evidence to the court. Okay, let's see.
Check your evidence. Check
Yeah,
it.
okay,
and-
dive, bullet pass from the body. Yes.
You can use a magnifying glass, by the way.
Use a magnifying glass if you want
Oh,
to
Look around. You can look around.
Look around.
So, oh, wait, no,
What do you want something to say?
I saw something in the night, but is that the steak or?
That's just beef juice.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, the burn mark has the same thing on there.
Oh! Yeah, same logo right there.
This is the same photograph as before.
I think this photograph really has an extraordinary invention. Things are easily overlooked by the untrained eye. Can be recorded eternally for all to see.
And what are you getting at? Tell us what we're supposed to see. I cannot allow your needless charades to waste any more miladies time.
Well, my lady, I hope you'll be willing to grace us with your presence for just a short while longer, miss.
I'm gonna be right back for a bit, hold on.
The connection we're looking for is very clearly shown in this photograph. Why did the victim have such a mysterious burn mark on his body?
Alright,
what
now I
was the
really have to
cause?
go.
Alright.
Alright.
The cause?
You guys have a good night.
Alright.
Urban.
A bluff as obvious as that won't work on me. You would do well to present your evidence immediately.
Yep. It is right there.
The beefsteak?
The beefsteak isn't the important part. It's the iron plate underneath the meat.
The plate? Oh!
Well, what's the matter, Your Honor?
The iron plate bears a certain insignia. It's safe to assume that the symbol of the La Quantas. The insignia on the iron plate. And the shape of the victim's burn mark are a perfect match!
Ouch!
Naruhodō, you really are something else. He's right! Therefore, we can assume that the victim received the burn mark at La Quantos!
But even if that may be true, it doesn't mean he was burned on the day of the murder. Surely it was the day before the crime, or the day before that, or any other unrelated day.
Well, you see... Bad news, prosecutor Payne. Your chances are terribly low. Sogi,
Why would that be?
look at how clearly the burn mark shows up the skin. A burn like that would have set the restaurant into an uproar. Detective Onatsuka, what are your thoughts?
Hosonaga.
Hasanaga, injuries such a severity would not possibly slip by without causing a fuss.
But
The wound appears to be fresh. She was burned recently, and while the wound is indeed small, it left a distinct burn mark. That does mean it was a...
I'm back.
Alright.
That means it was an especially severe burn.
What does that mean for us?
For example, oh yes. Let me give you the conditions that would have to be present for a burn like that to form. You would have to press against the hot surface for at least 3 seconds at 90 degrees Celsius.
One probably wouldn't be able to help out but let out a scream from the pain.
I've been undercover at La Quantos for weeks, and I have never heard any screams like that. As I work at the restaurant in question, I can confidently assure you of that.
weren't you focusing on your detective work?
Indeed, that's why it was so strange! I agree with Detective Hasanaga. If you were able to press your skin down on such a hot plate, you would have cried out in pain. It's just human instinct.
But the detective didn't hear any screams.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, like, the burn mark had to be after the body was shot. It's even stranger. On that day, I didn't hear anything like that either.
What?
If he had just accidentally dropped his hand on the hot plate for 3 seconds.
Can you really call it an instant accident if you just leave it there for 3 seconds?
At the time, the witness were me, the soldier, and the antique shop owner. Needless to say, all of us would have heard a scream if that had happened. Isn't that right, prosecutor?
Huh? Well, yes, that's true.
Then it begs the question, why did none of us hear Dr. Watson scream?
Huh? Naruhodō, what are you getting at?
I can't believe this. Even I had no idea we would reach this kind of conclusion. But it seems all of us may have fallen victim to an inconceivable trap! I can only think of one possible explanation for this contradiction. When the professor burned his wrist, he was already dead. Even when his wrist was pressed against the iron plate, he still managed to be silent. Thank you, Leonti. A scenario like that would be impossible. That is, if we ignore the obvious implication.
The obvious implication? Do you mean...
Yes, he must have already been dead.
Already?
Dead?
There's no other way I see it at this point. On that day, when the beefsteak was brought to Dr. Watson's dining table, the doctor was already dead!
What? No, how? It can't be!
Right back.
Order! Just what in heaven's name does this mean? Haven't we been operating on the assumption that the victim was killed by a gunshot?
Indeed so, Your Honor, don't be misled. That student's outrageous claims are nothing but nonsensical attempts to twist the truth.
Objection! The one tasting the truth is you, prosecutor.
How so?
We have established the time when the doctor burnt his wrist at La Guantos. The route of the incident has already changed completely. Do you not understand? Your Honor, we have to demand further testimony. If the victim had been dead long before the sound of that gunshot, then there's a possibility that this witness knew about that fact.
This is beyond my wildest imagination. I would have never thought this trial would be a twist after twist. I am so sorry to ask of this, you Miss Brett. But you'll have to give up on your prior arrangements.
Are you mad?
While our country's judicial system may be immature, we cannot pass a verdict when there are so many clear doubts remain.
Your Honor. Did she just laugh?
Yes, of course. Yes, I'll happily consent to your demands. For the sake of the Empire and mine. For the friendship we shared with the Empire of Japan.
Oh, Miss Brett, did you just speak Japanese?
It's one of those things, guys, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, certainly. I know the language. What kind of exchange student doesn't?
Then why did you need an interpreter?
Queen's English. English is the most beautiful language of all.
I don't know about that one.
A lady will never stoop of dirtying her lips with such other ugly languages, unless she has to.
Did I just get insulted?
Yeah.
Did she insult me?
This mother.
It would seem that that gentleman in this land wants to have a chivalrous spirit. As such, I am left with no choice but to speak for myself.
Oh. You really are a proper British lady. The extent of your goodwill spreads as wide as the great ocean.
Very well. Miss Britt, the court requests that you give additional testimony. Tell us what you know of the circumstances surrounding the victim's death.
So she's finally willing to speak for herself. This is where our fight really begins. Naruhodō.
Alright.
And right here, there's a stopping point.
Alright, this is where we're stopping for tonight? Alright.
This is a good stop. This is the stopping point.
Alright. So save that.
Alright. You want us to go to the type screen?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Dang it, I just appeared.
I know. As soon as you got the voice.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, what do you think so far?
I'm liking it so far. I'm really it's so far really good first case one. I'm thinking so far. I've had a lot of fun with this. Especially I'm liking both Naruhodō and Asogi. Both of them are
Asogi. You heard me by saying Asogi.
Asogi, sorry. But yeah, I'm really liking both of them so far.
Yeah.
And I think it's only gonna get better when we have the full main cast into there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Music is fantastic so far. Like I've been loving that. I've been loving all
both games. My favorite. Both of these games. Favorite Ace Attorney soundtracks, each of them.
But like, especially, I've been loving all the enhancements to the presentation over Dual Destinies, Spirit of Justice, stuff like that.
Yeah, this came out in 2015, by the way, before Spirit of Justice.
A year before Spirit of Justice, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Well, I think for like the original Ace Attorney, they were going more focused on the sprite work from the original. I know that
they were trying to stick to the stiffness without actually evolving it as much.
I know that the community specifically said they wanted to experiment with the more realistic posing and gestures.
I think they did a better job.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. So we'll wrap up case 1 on Thursday then at 8 o'clock. And I'll go get this VOD up as soon as possible so that people can catch back up. For tomorrow, I might be either doing KH or possibly the Sonic 06 project. Since that just got a recent new version. I haven't made up my mind on which one I'll stream yet, but we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, we're gonna call it a night, so yeah, see you guys later.